A season's waiting is about to come to an end. The 2.5 miles beckons. Indianapolis is about speed, the quickest driver, the ultimate lap. No race is faster, no race closer or more difficult. But Indy is much more. The 500-mile race, even in sim racing, is a celebration, a spectacle. Indianapolis is dangerous. Its narrow road and concrete walls tear at man and machine. A skillful drive can turn to disaster without warning. But the quickest times are found just inches from the wall. It is there. Even the bravest are not without fear. To drive Indy requires skill. To race at the front, dedication. To win, courage. A champion must push beyond fear. 33 of the fastest have accepted the challenge and are ready for racing's ultimate test. 500 miles on a Thursday afternoon in Indiana. Where will the road take them? Too close to the walls or to victory lane? This fame and fortune. Indeed, it is a human struggle against all odds. It brings pain and anguish, while at the same time incomparable reward. It will push your focus to the edge. Many drivers have started the run, but the Indianapolis 500 has only permitted few to make that final turn into victory lane. As this day begins, the focus is 200 laps away. An antique couch waiting for the new champion whose likeness will be molded in silver to join the historic line. The 500 miles lie ahead.
Hello again, everyone, for the Elite Racing Network. It is race day in Indianapolis. I am Gary Gotzo. Tonight, 33 drivers are about to roll off for the 16th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race. It is the first Indy 500 under the P1 banner, and it arrives with the fastest field this race has ever seen. An average speed of 232.209 miles per hour. Brandon Trost helped rewrite the ERL record book by setting a new 1 and 4 lap ERL IndyCar track record. And there's another story hanging over this race tonight. The championship's in play. Tyler Fode comes to Indianapolis leading Daniel Falkingham by 22 points. Ethan Stanley is still alive, 42 points back. Brian Blauman and Hunter Ingrave are still mathematically in the hunt, but they need a near miracle. Fode is the only driver who can clinch tonight, and to do it, he needs to outscore Falkingham by 16 points. Even so, with all the focus on the 500, these drivers have additional pressure tonight. As always, joining me in the booth is my season-long broadcast partner, former Lionheart Series IndyCar winner, former ERL Freedom 100 champion. It's Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Big night tonight, buddy. Welcome to Indy. How you know my nerves? How are your nerves? And how are the nerves of these drivers?
I am really nervous for all of these 33 drivers, especially to know who's gonna be winner of this season. And to be honest, it's really excited, and especially the point you put it. Maybe Tyler Fode could be clinch the championship if he's winning the Indy 500. It's gonna be a really nice race today here in Indianapolis. I hope to have a good race like we have a couple seasons ago with the green flag for sure.
Oh, I would love to see a lot of green flag racing. All right, without any further ado, let's get into the pre-race ceremonies. Made famous by everyone's favorite adopted Hoosier mother, Florence Henderson. Please welcome the Marine Corps Band from Parris Island and their rendition of God Bless America. Presenting this Memorial Day homage is the Elite Racing Leagues and Elite Racing Network's Dave Huckleberry.
As we prepare for Memorial Day weekend later this month, we pause here in a moment of silence to pay homage to those individuals who have given their lives unselfishly and unafraid to make it possible for us as free men and women to enjoy the world's greatest sporting event. We also pay homage to those individuals who have given their lives unselfishly and without fear to make racing the world's most spectacular spectator sport.
And now to honor America, we ask you all please to rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem performed by the United States Army Band. Today's flyover was performed by United States Air Force Brigadier General Bradley J. Armbruster in the B-2A Spirit stealth bomber, the Spirit of Indiana. The Spirit of Indiana is one of 19 active stealth bombers in service and is the second youngest by service in the fleet. The B-2 stealth bombers performed the real Indy 500 flyover 7 times, most recently in 2018. We're getting closer to that famous command, but before we can get to that command, you cannot truly say you've experienced the Indy 500 until you have sung Back Home Again in Indiana with the crowd at the Speedway. Jim Neighbors made it famous for generations, but great voices like Dinah Shore and Mel Torme also helped make it one of the most beloved traditions in all of sports. Once again, to lead us in this year's rendition is Indiana University graduate and longtime anthem singer of the National Hockey League Chicago Blackhawks. It's the great Jim Cornelison.
Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining bright through the sycamores for me. The new moon haze sends all its fragrance from the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, then I long for my Indiana home.
And now, race fans, it is time for the most famous words in all of racing. Here to give the command, the 10-time radio voice of the Indianapolis 500 and IMS Radio Network. Please welcome Mark Janes.
This is Mark Janes, voice of the Indianapolis 500. Thank you for tuning in to the Elite Racing Network for the Elite Indianapolis 500-mile race. Drivers, start your engines.
The field of 33 roars to life. There'll be 4 pace laps before we go green. Lewis, I got one question for you. Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
I am beyond ready. I am ready to do this. Let's introduce tonight's starting lineup. Here we go. Gather your breath now. On the pole, Brandon Trost at 232.835 miles per hour. He has 6 lineal iRacing IndyCar Oval and Fixed Series titles. Almost 1,300 iRacing wins amassed over 13 years. He has now a real shot to win one of the biggest races that has eluded him in his sim racing career. Besides him, and rookie in name only, is Alexis Newsom with a speed of 232.8. She is a former Lionheart champion, a former Lionheart Indy 500 winner, and multi-time PRI Hoosier 500 qualifier. She is the winner of a most recent 500-mile race at Auto Club, and she is the fastest rookie in the field. She represents Team I5G, who won this race in 2021. On the outside is Ryan Schold at 232.6. He is co-admin of the PRI Hoosier 500. He's a former Freedom 100 winner, and he's making his 96th career Elite Racing League start tonight, still seeking his first win. Little Eagle has won 2 of the last 4 Elite Indy 500s. and they're looking to make that 3 for 5 after 200 laps from now. Row 2 has Matt Wagner in 4th. He opened the season with a win at Motegi, but has been plagued with bad luck ever since. He is a proven winner in Elite, Horizon, Area 51, Dark Horse, ISRA, Vor, and Lionheart. Tyler Fode starts 5th. He leads the points championship and already has wins at Texas, Phoenix, and this season. And tonight, he has a real chance to leave Indianapolis with the title already locked up. Hunter Ingreb rounds out the row in 6th. He has 73 career iRacing wins, a win at Road America in the Elite IndyCar Series, and is mathematically still alive in the championship fight. Row 3 starts with the defending winner, Hunter Smith. He broke the Smith curse. It's real. Look it up. He also stood on the podium in 2024B. He's our defending winner. Ryan Blauman starts 8th. He had 3 podiums this season, keeping him as one of the few drivers still mathematically alive for this title. And starting 9th is Chris Albrecht. He won the pole for the most recent Indy 500 and never started outside of the Fast 12 in his previous appearances here. Row 4 is stacked. Kyle Glenworth. Glendy starts 10th. He has 419 iRacing wins, 2 iRacing IndyCar Oval Series titles, a 2025 PRI Hoosier 500 qualifier, and holds championship titles in ISRA, Vor, Votive, and Horizon. He's representing Taiwan on behalf of his wife. Chad Frankenfeld is 11th. He's a former winner of this race and a former Elite IndyCar champion. In Elite Indy 500 history, he leads all drivers in starts, laps completed, and total miles. Outside row 4 is Sweden's Jesper Dahlgren, also otherwise known as Jesper Orman in previous races. He starts 12th, and he's a former PRI Hoosier 500 qualifier with 2 Vor Indy 500 wins, a podium in this race in 2023, and the Rookie of the Year here that same season. Today, he represents the Ukraine. Row 5 begins with Canada's Justin Vandermarle in lucky 13th position. He's a former ERL ARCA champion and is one of the people behind the graphics you see on this broadcast. In the middle of the row, it's one of the guys we're going to talk about all race long. Starts 14th is Daniel Falkingham. He's a rookie, and it comes to us from the eNASCAR Coca-Cola Series. He has 4 wins this season, including our prior race at the Indy Road Course. He's an ERL Daytona 500 winner, an ERL Brickyard 400 winner, and won Tuesday's Elite Indy Lights Freedom 100. A win tonight would give him claim to a mythical Indianapolis Grand Slam. That's by winning the 500, winning the GP, winning the 400, and winning the 100. He's the closest man to Tyler Fode in a championship, and his job tonight is simple. Let's just make it this title fight that extends one more race. Ethan Stanley is 15th. He was on the podium in last season's Indy 500. He has 2 wins in addition to 4 podiums this season, keeping him alive in the championship. He sits 3rd all-time in the Elite IndyCar wins list, including a 500-mile race win at Michigan. But his last oval win was more than a year ago. Can he keep the championship pulse alive for one more race? Row 6, this is going to change up a little bit, so bear with us. Row 6 has Tristan Fortson at 16th. He has 291 iRacing wins in just 3 years and is still building his ERL IndyCar career. Richie Hearn starts 17th. Richie has real IndyCar Indy 500 experience, 2 top 10s and a podium in 96. He would have started 15th tonight, he started 15th tonight as a rookie and drove the 3rd in that one. Unfortunately, Richie will be unable to make tonight's race and is withdrawn. Matthew Weeks, the first alternate, will now be called up and will start 33rd. Moving up a spot is Logan Spath. He's a former Elite IndyCar Rookie of the Year, Long Beach Grand Prix winner, and still looking for his first big-time oval win. His team, Stowe Motorsports, won here in 2024A. Promoted to the outside of the row now is Sweden's Seb Alexander. He's a former iRacing IndyCar Oval Series champion, a 2025 PRI Hoosier 500 winner, and winner of the 2025B US 500. He started 33rd last year and ran a top 5 late. This year, he hasn't even turned a lap yet. Has moved up 1 position already. Maybe it's a sign. Row 7 now has Canadians Craig Forsyth at 19th. He is a former 500 Rookie of the Year, former front row starter, an Elite Indy 500 mile race winner at Michigan, and a winner across several iRacing IndyCar leagues. With Hearn's retirement, Forsyth loses his wingman for this race. How will this 500-mile journey unfold for this veteran as a solo effort? R.C. Anderson starts 20th as a former winner of this race, an ERL Brickyard 400 winner, and has 4 Elite IndyCar wins. He joins Hearn as the only 2 drivers in this field with both sim and real Indy 500 experience. On the outside is A.J. Hobson at 21st. He was runner-up in last season's Indy 500 and is carrying one of the most famous initials in all of open-wheel racing. Whether you're a Hobson, a Watson, a Foyt, or an Allmendinger, A.J.'s always seem to do well at the Brickyard. In row 8, hailing from New Zealand is Anna Klimek. She's 22nd. She is the defending iRacing IndyCar Open Series champion and current votive Indy Oval Series points leader. Tonight, she's making her first elite IndyCar start in the biggest race on the schedule. Victor Aldrich is 23rd. He makes his 33rd start. It would be he makes a field of 33 in his 33rd career start. Jordan Decker in 24th statistically may be the least experienced driver in the field, which is exactly the kind of thing that makes Indianapolis an interesting race to watch. In row 9, we got Trey Holmes. He starts 25th. He has more than 300 career ERL starts with 1 win. He holds more experience than the starting spot suggests. He has a best elite finish of 12th in the previous Indy 500. Harrison Dallin is 26. He has nearly 500 ERL starts. He's a former Freedom 100 winner and was a pole sitter this year's ERL Daytona 500. He clearly has enough racing experience to be dangerous if the race comes to him. Colin Isle rounds out rows in the 27th position. Colin is still learning his IndyCar craft. Tonight he makes his 21st career start and his teammates with former winners Smith, Frankenfeld, and Anderson. Their learning tree has deep roots at Little Eagle Racing. Row 10 will now begin with Cale Pocock. That's in 28th, and that matters because 28th is as far back as anyone has ever started and won the real Indy 500 and the Elite Indy 500. Brazilian Nigel Camargo starts 29th. He is the slowest qualifier in the field, but don't let that fool you. He's still part of the fastest field in history, and many others would gladly swap places with him. Moving up to the outside is Mason Mitchum at 30th. Mason is the race winner in Bohr and votive, which includes a win at Indianapolis. He will have 2 teammates in the back to help him up, move his way to the front. And then we got row 11, which is prodigy Indy Kirkenbauer. Mexico's Ricky Paz and Matthew Weeks now starting 33rd. Don't count any of these guys out because they're in the last row. None of them are known for being slow. In fact, Kirkenbauer is currently second in the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series points. Paz is a former PRI Hoosier 500 qualifier, and Weeks has one of the deepest all-around resumes in the Elite Racing League with 2 Cup Series titles, 3 Daytona 500 wins, and a 500-mile IndyCar win at Michigan. The entire row has more speed and experience than a lot of cars starting ahead of them. But history is against him. No one has ever won the real Indy 500 from the last row. And if one of these 3 pulls it off, it'll be one of the biggest stories this event has ever seen. Following in the footsteps of James Garner, Chuck Yeager, and Oriol Serbia, tonight's ceremonial pace car driver is Ethan Reisner. He brings 12 career ERL starts to the roll, along with 1 top 5 and 2 top 10 finishes. We did it! We did it! We did it! We're going to go racing!
You did it. Pretty good, man. 33 drivers. Unfortunately, we don't have a Richie Hearn over here, but we have the championship points alive in this race, and it's gonna be Stanley, Buckingham, and 40 here.
33 drivers, 1 winner. The pageantry, thank God, is over. The anthems have faded, and for the first time under the P1 banner, this is the 16th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race. Green flag as the field's in 1.
Pretty good restart. I think is Clendy start to make the pass of Chris Albrecht, but nope. Want to keep in the line, and I think Brandon Trost didn't want to lose the first place. Want to keep it on the front, unless it news is follow him on second place. Side by side, Brian Bloman and the 4, and Hunter Smith losing the position over there. He could be taking second over there. Taking 1 more position. Brian Bloman announces 7, 6 I think goes in there. So 2 positions for him in the top 10 actually. Pretty good for Brian Bloman. I think it's pretty good to start the attack now and don't follow sleep. Now it's going for Mark Wagner. And I really like the strategy, just going to the attack now and hold it.
Whoa, on the high side. Wow, just like Newgarden. Plowman is on a roll. Lean up front, Brandon Trost has a lead by 6/10 over Alexis Newsom. Ryan Schold in 3rd, Matt Wagner.
Oh my! Side by side with Forson was close to contact, almost lose Forson in turn 2. Man, that was really close to have a contact with each other.
The high line seems to be powerful today. Hobson around, Craig Forsyth on the high side.
I think it's the line. I don't know what is that.
Here's your weather conditions. 104 degrees on the track temp, 76 on the ambient.
It is cold. It could be worse, actually. Way plenty. Wow. Close to the wall. Yeah, it's pretty cold, actually, to be honest. We used to have an 115, 20, and then going low, down, until when 15 to go, something like that. But now it's really cold now to the race.
Your biggest mover right now is Blauman. He is up 3 spots. He's taken advantage of this start and is now starting to get a little bit closer to Tyler Fode. He's in the draft down the straightaway. But it looks like we got a bunch of, as we see Jesper Dahlgren at the inside of Chad Frankenfeld. 2 drivers with a ton of experience around here, side by side in the short chute.
Ethan Stanley and Frankenfeld very close. Daniel fucking had told me in the interview when he won the Freedom 100, it's the first time he's going to be over here. He already did practice. But it's going to be really interesting for the first time being the Indy 500.
On the outside, Ethan Stanley. Championship implications, P2 and P3 of the championship side by side off of 4. Down the straightaway. Here comes Logan Spath to the inside. He gets the drop on Vandermarl. So move Logan Spath up 2. Up front, though, Brandon Trost starting to pull away. In fact, he's put a second under Alexis Newsomart. He's about a half second away from breaking the draft envelope. And I'm wondering now, we're beginning to see strategies unfold, Lewis. We expect anywhere between a 5-stop and a 6-stop tonight. There might be somebody that tries a 7-stop, which is basically every 25 laps. We have seen that strategy in the past. The Little Eagle team has experimented with that, and that is just push every single lap. We know Brandon Trost likes to push every single lap, but we also know Alexis Newsom likes to save fuel, and she is now just kind of hanging out there, maybe saving a little fuel while allowing Trost to kind of put down some big laps and maybe Adriano Pinero himself into the situation. You know what I'm saying when I say that. He might outrun himself in this race if we go green for a lot of this race.
Yeah, actually, you mentioned that. I look like Brandon Trost want to push, but Alexis Newsom want to just keep saving fuel, and nobody that. He wants to stay on the back and just save fuel because you know what's happened in the Lionheart Indy 500. She won with different strategy and really unexpected strategy they did everyone on that day. So that's why in 2022 when she won from, I can tell you now, she won from Ford.
Yeah, she was up front all day, but she just didn't push for the lead. She just hung out right before, and she was following the guys that were swapping the lead all day and just working in their draft, and that's kind of what she's doing here a little bit.
Actually, she did a good job that day, and Joshua Sheen finished on second, and Phil Krause on third. Phil Krause was the poleman that day, so I think that's the strategy for her, especially when you have somebody like a Christopher Demerit. And his spotter.
He's a former pole sitter here.
So it can make it a good strategy. When you have a good spotter, for sure it's going to be good for that.
Frankenfeld all over the attenuator of Chris Albrecht. Chad trying to get into the top 10. A Little Eagle birdie told me that the strategy of this team is going to be kind of split. Expect a couple drivers to push real hard. Expect other drivers a little bit further back in this big team of about 6 or 7 cars in this race to maybe go a little bit longer and try to conserve on some fuel and, like I said, kind of fight this battle at 2 fronts. Lap 10 of 200. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for sitting through my opening spiel there. It won't be an Indy 500 if I can't do my field of 33 intro.
That's a little worse for 33 people.
Well, 34. 34.
Okay. 34, yeah, you're right.
Speaking of 33rd, let's check out Matthew Weeks just hanging out in the back there. I might have to hit the reload liveries buttons. He's not drawing in with the proper livery, it doesn't look like. We'll see if he draws in.
White. Well, it's a big one.
Yeah,
car.
that's why I want the liveries to be shown. That's a sponsored car. We're paying for that. Thanks for everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. 63 of you watching. Please tell your friends. This is the first biggest 500 of the year of any leagues anywhere on the iRacing community. This is the first biggest Indy 500 of the year. Of course, we're going to have more of those as we get through April and May with other leagues. And of course, don't forget, 2 weeks in May will be, 1 week will be the fixed official Indy 500. One of those top split races will be on P1. The link to our channel is in the description. We are the sponsors of the title sponsors of the IndyCar Series, or the IndyCar Championship here in the Elite Racing League. And we'll also be doing one of the top split races for the Open Indy 500. That's typically the week after. All those are already on the channel. And here you go, a little preview of what to look for. There is the thumbnail for Open. And here's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail for Open, and the other one was the thumbnail for Fixed. That's what you can look for. In April, we'll bring you one of each. It's our most, they say the most wonderful time of the year is Easter or Christmas. No. For us, it's May. As Trost now out to a 1.3 second lead, Lewis. He's really starting to pull out on this one.
Yeah, actually, we mentioned that. I think Alexis Newsom maybe is coming to saving and getting close above the margin number. But Brandon, as always, want to poach, and he want to make the undercut, as I always do it, and make the stop early, like always happen on the fixed series. So why not? 200 laps could be works for him here in Indianapolis. So, you know what? The undercut in the long race of the 100% length field or length rate, it could be better than the fixed series like a sprint race. That's way better to do it. I think it's really nice to put it in practice here.
Yeah, for a lot of these same drivers, you'll see a lot of these same drivers here in those top split races in May, and they are definitely using this. And there's these are two drivers that don't race against each other very much because their paths don't cross. Here's Daniel Falkingham and Logan Spath. Logan Spath, a former Rookie of the Year, and believe it or not, Daniel Falkingham has clinched Rookie of the Year this season for the Elite Racing League. So two current and former Rookie of the Year champions right here side by side in Elite Racing League, and Logan Spath goes ahead of Daniel Falkingham. Move Logan Spath now up 3 spots.
Team Falkingham is losing a pace of Ethan Stanley because they was close. Falkingham was in front of the Stanley. Stanley passed him, and now Danny is going to 15, and it's coming Seb Alexander behind to him.
There you see Daniel with a 157-point lead over Alexis Newsom, and with only 2 races left and about 100 points left to get. It was actually 53 in this race and 54 in Gateway next week. He has clinched that championship, so he is your Rookie of the Year for the series, not for the Indy 500. That could be right now Alexis Newsom, who currently is in 2nd spot, if she finishes there.
Yeah, I think Falkingham is really clinched because it's at 100 points to go, including this race to the next one. It's a worldwide technology raceway, so I think it's like you said, it's clinched the Rookie of the Year. But for sure, the important for him is the championship, and be a rookie and be a champion is a double, and also win the Indy 500 is triple. That's the triple stuff for one rookie under that. Yeah, can impress that.
In chat, someone says, never done iRacing. How much tire degradation do these guys feel later in stints? It's there. And Lewis, you could tell them about tire degradation. We've driven those DW12s before, and tire degradation, and then when you get new tires on those DW12s, you feel like $1 million.
You feel like you get your payment after. It's like you feel rich. Like you're right. It's after 30 laps. So 30, for example, DW12, 30 laps. The car is not turning where you want. Don't even. You feel it's in the ice. You feel the car is in the air. It's kind of weird. You feel you need to adjustment your pedals, everything in the DW12. Here you have many other stuff, adjustment and the anti-roll bar, weight jack, and all the stuff. And when you come into the pit and change the tires, you feel everything is in the track. You feel everything. Even you can turn in. You're surprised because it's the changes you have in your mind is really different, and you feel like everything is stick. And you can do whatever you want in the track for sure. You don't want to because you have to save it for that lap 30 again, so you don't have this issue. If you go full push the first 20 or 15 laps, on the end it's going to be no tire for that.
Purple lap of the race was set a little bit earlier in the race by Brandon Trost, so we ride out the gearbox of right now with a speed of 222. And interesting, he's already out to a 1.4 second lead. We're about 10 laps from roughly these cars require a stop every 30 laps. You're going to see some drivers try to take it into the 34. I suspect Alexis Newsom will be one of those, but right now she is out of the draft window, so she is no longer getting the benefit of the draft. The draft window and the draft envelope of these cars extend 1.5 seconds, and now Trost is out to a 1.6 second lead. And it got to make me wonder, I think you remember seeing this in one of your 500s here before, Lewis. You were pulling away, and then you're like, why aren't these guys catching up to me? And they were just kind of rope-a-doping you a little bit by allowing you to pull away and burn more fuel while they were back there saving, even though they didn't have benefit of your draft. They had the benefit of just a slower pace and trying to save. Oh, Alexis Newsom into the wall off of 2.
Wake up. Let's see if we have a damage.
And she is one of my picks. And we have not discussed picks yet, but let's talk about the rope-a-dope. Is she rope-a-doping Brandon Trost right now into going much faster than he might want at this pace? Does Brandon maybe back it up a little bit? Or it doesn't really sound like Brandon to be doing that, but should he do it? Should it be an option?
Oh no, iRacing forgive her. iRacing forgive her a lot. The car have a damage when he hit the wall, and then iRacing forgive her. Maybe they have a tiny damage, but wow, the damage was really, really bad when she exit to the corner. So, man, if you have a damage in Indianapolis, done for sure. You're done.
Someone says 230 plus mile per hour action out there right now in the 220s. But qualifying was in the 230s. iRacing just recently upped the boost for these cars, so we are now actually able to get a little bit closer to what they qualify in the real world. 233 actually was the fastest lap that Trost turned for qualifying. 234 is kind of what you'll expect to see for real at the Brickyard, and you might even see 234 as an open setup race. This is a fixed setup league, meaning everyone here has the same base setup. And the only thing they can adjust on during the race, they can't even adjust the wings. They can't adjust tire pressures. The only thing they have adjust on is the roll bars and the weight jacker. And they also have available to them the hybrid.
Somebody in chat said, has any Indy 500 ever been green from the start to finish? Well,
no.
We have one.
We've had one
but
here.
We have one here.
Right.
But the real one?
Oh!
No.
Yeah, Hunter Ingrave right out to the wall. The fastest Indy 500 was a 2021 Indy 500 that Helio Castro Neves won. I was actually, and I was at the last 500 I went to. I was at that one. I was in the one before that was Ari Leindijk held the record for a long time. as he's held the 1 and 4 lap records. He continues to hold those, but he held the race record back in 1990 for an extremely long time, and before that was 86 with Bobby Rahal, and I was at that race too. So typically in Indy 500s I go to, either they're really boring or really fast. I will not talk about the 2000 Indy 500.
For sure.
Seb Alexander has reached Daniel Falkingham. Daniel struggling right now. It's not really made a lot of hay in this race. He is down 1 spot in 15th.
Yeah, sure. It's like Aki mentioned, it's my first Indy 500, and it's about experience. And I think it's got experience over here for him. And he's had to pull away.
He's got a shark behind him at this racetrack. There's Seb Alexander, former Oval Series champion, as we have the first of pit stops. Is Tristan Fortson coming to pit road, lap 27.
It's also Chad Frankenfeld, too.
So Little Eagle, I told you Little Eagle guys would be closer to that 7-stop mark, which would be about every 25 laps or so, and we're at lap 27. And remember, Chad experimented with this strategy a couple of 500s ago, and it didn't pay off for him, but he's back at it again. Also on pit road, our leader, Brendan Trost.
Oh. Interesting.
But we did have a caution-free Indy 500 here a year ago, and Hamilton Akabawizi won that race. And we pretty much had the winner predicted and everything by about lap 120. It's just the way everything
we already
worked.
know. Yeah, we already knew who's going to win after 120 laps to go. We already knew it. But we already
Newsom,
expected,
pit road. Didn't expect that. I'm kind of surprised about that one. I thought she would be coming a lot later.
But yeah, it was really fast, that Indy 500. I think it was 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. In green flag all the race. It was really, really exciting because they came, these 3 guys, including Maleczka and Hamilton, Akabuesi, be on the front, and this guy won the race by maybe 1 second or 2 seconds or something like that. But yeah.
Here comes Ryan Scholl to pit road. He will give the lead to Tyler Fode to get a bonus point. Oh, Scholl into the wall, coming off on the pit road, right in front of Matty Wags. He's going to lose the front wing, and it's going to cost him a bunch of time on pit road as he locked up, coming down to the cones. 60 miles per hour pit road speed limit.
You know what? He don't have a penalty, but he locked the
He might as well have a penalty.
He,
with the time he's going to lose on pit road, he might as well get a penalty.
Oh, for sure. That's the penalty.
Oh, he slides in and he misses his mark. He is very flustered right now.
That's happened when you're locking the wheels and then you accelerate again. It's kind of weird what's happening with the car.
Matty Wagner away for his first pit stop. Tyler Fode now on pit road. 60 mile per hour pit road speed limit as he goes all the way down to his. This is your championship points leader. He could clinch if he walks out of this race with a 16-point lead at the end of this night as your champion. He's been after a championship for a very long time. And I believe this would make him a Grand Slam champion in the Elite Racing League. A winner in IndyCar, a winner in the Cup Series, a winner in, I have to double check all that. I know he's a Grand National champion and also a Truck Series champion. So he could be a Grand Slam champion if he does get the win, possibly.
Bunch of weeks. Oh, sorry, you're talking about who?
Tyler Fode.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Now, Matthew Weeks just has the Cup Series championships. I don't think he has a Grand National or Truck. And those are the other leagues. Alexis Newsom, purple lap, 222.7, riding with Hunter Ingrave, going long as he locks him up to bring it down to the 60 miles per hour pit road speed limit. And he gets in there and he brings with him Hunter, the other Hunter. So we got the Goodwill Huntings up front. We got Hunter Smith and Hunter Ingrave. Hunter Smith, your defending champion. Hunter Ingrave in that car that we're currently focused on. And right behind Hunter Smith is Hunter Ingrave's teammate in the Pink Panther, Kyle Glenworth. Jesper Dahlgren going long now. Ethan Stanley going long. They're at lap 33. Jesper Dahlgren coming to pit road this time. Ethan Stanley coming to pit road this time. Daniel Falkingham going long, coming to pit road this time. R.C. Enerson coming to pit road. Craig Forsyth coming to pit road. Anna Klimek stays out for an extra lap. She's going long.
Daniel Falkingham is in pit road now. And, he missing the mark for a while. He losing maybe 2 seconds under there.
Oh yeah, he is cockeyed in the lane right now in his box. This is going to cost him some time. Brian Blauman, purple lap, 222.7. Logan Spath, purple lap, 223.3.
Anna Klimek to pits now.
Anna Klimek goes the longest. Cale Pocock coming to pit road. Matthew Weeks coming to pit road. They go the longest as well. Brandon Trost picks up back the lead. But Alexis Newsom, she cut into that lead. She's only behind now. She was down about 1.6 behind. She's only 9/10 of a second behind again this time.
Yeah, she was 1.6 or something like that after the contact. She did 9.2 on box, and Brandon Trost did 9.6.
Hunter Ingrave, purple lap that time by. So new tires and hybrid power pushing these guys into the 223 bracket as Brandon Trost goes to the inside, down the front stretch, try to break the draft. He's about 0.6 of a second away from doing that again.
And Tyler Footy takes second place. That's
He's in third place. Sorry. Yeah, Tyler Footy ahead of Brian Blauman. So Brian actually can't afford to have his teammate actually finish in front of him in this race. It will most likely mathematically eliminate him from title contention when we get the Worldwide Technology Raceway next week. But the ultimate sacrifice is playing rear gunner for one of your teammates and allowing Tyler Footy to get an extra position here. And if he finishes in third, and right now, where is Falkingham? Down in 19th. That would clinch the championship very handily at this point. In fact, the scenarios, I have some scenarios here I can give people. If Footy wins, Daniel needs to finish third or better. If Footy finishes second, Daniel needs to finish seventh or better. If Footy finishes third, where he is now, Daniel needs to finish 10th or better. Daniel's not 10th or better right now.
Wow. Finally, to be honest, it's a since I started with you broadcasting here. I heard, I can see Tyler Footy around in the top 3, top 5 in the championship, especially last year when Adriano Piñero decided to didn't show up, in the last 3 races, and he had the chance to win the championship without have Adriano Piñero in that season. So now it's a big chance. I think it's one step to, if you don't win it today, for sure, if you have a good result next week, I think so, on the Worldwide Technology Raceway or Gateway, it could be finally be the champion, the Elite IndyCar Championship.
Yeah, Footy has finished second in the points the last 3 seasons, and each time it's been to Adriano Piñero. Piñero not participating this season, so it opens an opportunity for Footy, but here comes Falkingham to kind of throw a monkey wrench into the plans. But right now, if this race, as we are now at the 100-mile mark, this race finishes like this, Tyler Fode won't win the race, but he will win the war by becoming your 2026A P1 IndyCar Championship champion with the P1 IndyCar Cup. Hunter Ingrave is in 5th, Matt Wagner in 6th. And this was a very interesting point that will bring up the stories we wanted to follow for this race. Since 2022, A4 drivers have won from 14th or lower on the grid. Currently, the highest running driver is started 11th, and that is Chad Frankenfeld. He's in 7th. Since 2018, only 4 drivers have won from the pole position. No one has won from the 3rd starting position. In 2025, B. Hamilton Akaweze became the first driver to win furthest back in 28, and that actually ties a modern Indy 500 record. The storylines that we're following today, the front row of Trost, Newsom, and Schold. The points battle with Fode, Falkingham, and Stanley. My picks for today is Newsom, Alexander, and Kirkenbauer, with Lewis picking Tyler Fode, Jesper Dahlgren, and Ricky Paz. Of course, when we drew these graphics up, Richie Hearn was still part of the lineup, so those numbers have changed a little bit. But those are the stories that we're following right now. Get a bit of a 3-car battle now, starting to brew. Tyler Fode, Brian Blauman, and Hunter Ingrave slowly inching into the picture.
Yeah, I think Blauman is just he don't want to pass. He don't want to do nothing. He is it cannot be 8 seconds behind.
They are 8 seconds here. They are 8 seconds behind the lead 2. And here's your gap information. There it is, right there. You see, there it is. 8 seconds. Math doesn't lie. Now, how much? Okay, let's put yourself into Alexis Newsom's shoes. She doesn't participate a lot anymore in the fixed oval series. She probably knows of Brandon Trost. How much does he want to work with Brandon Trost? She's actually reeled him in by 2/10 as Brandon Trost is now starting to get into lap traffic right now. In front of Brandon Trost is Cale Pocock and Matthew Weeks. Trey Holmes has retired.
Yeah,
Oh, car sideways off the corner down the backstretch, and that's it's in the short chute, excuse me, and turns 3 and 4, and we are under caution, and that was, I believe, that was Nige Camargo.
Yeah, that's why I kept quiet, because I knew it. I saw it when I was saw it the Brandon Trost, and I saw the closing Matthew Weeks and Camargo in turn 3.
Here it is. Weeks sees the leader coming. He wants to go. You can't afford to go down a lap. Camargo, the Brazilian, on the outside. And there's contact. They just run out of room. And Matthew Weeks loses part of his front wing as well. Cale Pocock makes it on through, and your leaders make it on through. But we're under caution at lap 44. We are only about 16 or 17 laps after the last stop, so I wonder who's going to come for some of these drivers. Who's going to come to pit road while others are only about 11 laps after their last stop? Hunter Smith, Clindy, Albrecht, only about 11 laps. So do they come to pit road? Is it worth it to come to pit road? Do they stay out when they have 2/3 of a run still to go?
I think they're coming in. I think for the tires, for the degradation, because it's hot, really hot now, 116 Fahrenheit, and I think it could be make it a mathematic to make that short stop on the end, or try to avoid that extra stop to the end. So that could be a good mathematic for all these guys, because what if it's coming a now yellow flag, and
we do have some staying out. But Clindy is staying out. Jesper Dahlgren is staying out. Also staying out is Ethan Stanley. And Ethan Stanley did this kind of move last year that got him a lot of track position. That's going to move him up. Ryan Schold staying out. Anna Klimek staying out. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. We're going to get a word in from some of our sponsors while we're under caution, since the caution laps are so long here. We'll reset the field for you. We're under caution lap 45. Brian Blauman picks up the lead. We're under pit stops for much of the field. We'll reset when we come right back. You are watching the 16th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race, part of the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
The Lucas Oil School of Racing. Simply stated, we are the professional ranks where the quality of the equipment often dictates the outcomes, and all of our cars are designed to perform and race as close as humanly possible. None of our competitors will have an advantage from engineering tactics. Rather, you will compete on a completely level field with a score of immensely talented up-and-coming drivers, all pushing each other to reach their new heights in their respective pursuit in becoming a professional race car driver. Every year, our top-performing graduates move on to the professional racing ladders of IndyCar, F1, and IMSA. Whether drivers compete in 1 or 2 seasons of our series, when they are ready to move on, they are ready to move. The training you receive in our school is an unmatched, unforgettable, first-class education combining the very best racing instruction and education.
Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. So don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
If you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade, that time is now. Score up to $4,000 off on a 26 brand new Ford Explorer. And our Ford Explorers come with the Bolin Lifetime Powertrain Warranty. So get to Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
Green, green, green.
We're back going green next time by. The development that happened during the break is Hunter Ingrave apparently has DC'd and is now out of the race. So one of the drivers that was up in the top 10 early in this race is conceivably done for the day. And that is unfortunate because that will probably eliminate him from the points championship contention. He would have been a Hail Mary contender anyways. But now he's just going to try to fight for a top 5 finish next week at Gateway. But we're going to reset the field, not stopping on this stop. Brian Blauman, Clindy, Jesper Dahlgren, Ethan Stanley, Ryan Schultz, Anna Klimek, Indy Kirkenbauer, and Cale Pocock. I'm going to tell you right now that the calls from 4th on back, actually for 4th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, excellent calls. Excellent calls. That was the right call to stay out. That got them a bunch of track position, and we have seen how hard it is to pass here. Lewis, I don't know what you think, but I think they're excellent calls, and I think that might play a role, especially if we get a couple back-to-back cautions after this one.
Well, that's a good call, actually. Good point what you mentioned, and that's good thing. That's good thing for that, guys. I agree, actually.
Green flag is out. Coming to lap 48 as the snake begins to operate down the front stretch. It is Blauman, Clindy, Dahlgren, Stanley, Schold, Klimek, your top 6 And Indy Kirkenbauer all the way from the last row is now up to 7th. Cale Pocock just about joining him in the same distance. He's in 8th. And Trost, your former leader and pole sitter, is now down 9th, and he's the first car to have new tires on this pit stop as Clinty goes on the outside through 3 and 4 into the short chute. Now in the 4, side by side with Blauman. How much does Blauman want to hold on to this when they're going to drag race down the front stretch, Lewis?
What a night for Clinty. Want to take the lead. Look at that. It's Jasper over there.
Oh, and teammates working together as Jesper Dahlgren goes to the point, right around his teammate Clinty, and now, look out, they're going to work together, but here's another Lake Norman car coming to the rescue. Into the wall, Brian Blauman goes to the inside. Does he have damage? It's going to open the door for his teammate Ethan Stanley to go by, but he looks like he overextended himself on that end of the racetrack.
All for now, I think it's all good for Brian Blauman. I don't see damage. Well, again, iRacing forgive him.
He lost a lot of momentum back in this battle right here. Here's Trost, Newsom, and Fody. And Fody's got to be really careful that he can't get caught up. Trost is a very aggressive driver. I will give him credit. And he cannot get caught up with an elbows out situation that might cost him winning this championship at this race.
Oh, God, it's going to be a disaster, man.
Well, I was getting ready to say Ethan Stanley was getting ready to come to the rescue of Blauman there, and they would work together, make it an even tag team match up front between the two Rogue Racing teammates of Clinty and Dahlgren. But now Clinty and Dahlgren, they can run away with this thing. And you weren't working that broadcast. It was something that I was working for the Global IndyCar Series or the Global IndyCar Challenge. It was one of the first 500s before the PRI Hoosier 500, but with the new hybrid. And Clinty and Jesper dominated that race and ran away with it. And then they had a bit of a drag race at the end to determine who the winner was going to be. And then Clinty ended up clipping Jesper at the line as kind of the first big Indy 500 race or Indianapolis race with the new hybrid that we have. So Clinty is very familiar with this position. And certainly with his rear gunner of Jesper Dahlgren helping him, he's got to even feel more confident up there now.
Oh, yeah, that's why when you have a teammate next to you, close to you, or maybe one between the other drivers over there close, it's making everything easy. And it's not like at least you have somebody next to you, talk to you, what is next, what we can do. And that's a good thing about Indianapolis. Sometimes when you're driving by yourself, like for example, Brandon Trost in this time and now, or even Alexis Newsom, it is kind of tough because what is the next move now?
I'm sorry. We're watching Trost as he goes to the outside of the prodigy, Indy Kirkenbauer. Trost, a bit of the original prodigy himself. In fact, I think Kirkenbauer is about the age that Trost was when he broke into doing iRacing that long ago. And he just took him on the outside and showed a little bit of outside racing experience to the prodigy, and a little bit of a Padawan learner versus Jedi master in that particular matchup. Here comes Alexis Newsom.
I think Andy understood the tire situation. Sometimes you have to understand the tire situation between each other, and I think Andy understood very well that.
Wags, big run on the outside, gets a position over Frankenfeld. Wags up to 13th, Frankenfeld back to 14th. Here comes Chris Albrecht to the inside with that little interruption of momentum. Chris tries to slide it in there, but Chad almost wanted to close the door on him and give him a bit of a Brazilian clear, but they back off now. But now Albrecht is joined by his teammate Tristan Fortson as they will try to team up right behind him. Here comes Logan Spath and Seb Alexander. Seb got bogged down a little bit. Here comes Logan Spath on the outside. Oh! Woo. I'm telling you, the outside looks viable. That might be something that we see develop as this race goes on.
I think, but that move is like a close to your eyes and said, coming through. Going through.
Colin Heil to the inside of A.J. Hobson. You can't have an Indy 500 without an A.J. in the lineup. Here comes Ricky Paz. He just sends it to the inside. They settle it. They get back in single file. Very hard to pass now with this new tire model and the track temperature. Here are your current conditions. Ricky Paz inside. A very late send for the Mexican. 115 degrees on the track temp. Not too far off from what we see in the fixed Indy 500 when the iRacing event is here. It's about the 120s. So, I don't want that button. I want that button. There we go. Get the weather off. You don't need to do the starting grid. We already got that one in. Anyways, there we see Colin Heil now. He is up 5 spots. Ricky Paz up 9. Biggest gainer is Cale Pocock at 11th. He's up 17 by staying out and getting that track position. And that Tom Petty Sirius XM radio car. Oh, side by side, Wags and Frankenfeld again. I was getting ready to say, Cale Pocock with that Meyer Shank livery. Meyer Shank will have Acura on the side of one of their cars for this year's Indy 500. Acura is going to be a major player at IndyCar racing going forward. So it's good to have a new sponsor, and it's already Honda, right? So it's not like we're going to have a Honda and an Acura engine, but they could rebadge the Honda to an Acura. We've had it before. Remember, the Infinity engine was a Nissan engine when we had Infinity, so it's happened before. As Chad Frankenfeld looks on the outside of his teammate Hunter Smith, and here we got 2 former winners right here, 2024B and 2025B. Also, I found out today that's going to join the series as a sponsor for Andretti. Sam's Club will be joining the series as a sponsor for the remainder of the season. That is huge news.
Oh, Ryan Schultz to the pits. 28.
So this is a scheduled stop for Ryan Schultz.
Yeah. It is really surprising. We expect to be 30, 33, something like that, but 28.
Now, depending on where he pops out,
yeah.
and he needed to stay out because of what happened on pit road to him. He needed to stay out and get that track position back. So there's a bit of a gamble here to kind of reset his race. But we're going to watch him as he will re-exit or re-enter the race here after exiting for a pit stop. And here come the leaders. And so will the leaders will probably catch him here.
Yeah, so Clendy have a 27, Jasper 26.
Yeah, he's going to be clear of him by about 10 car lengths down the backstretch.
Brad Bloman have a 28, so maybe he can come in soon.
Well, he's within reach of Clendy. Clendy could actually get his draft right now and conserve a little bit of fuel. Clendy's 1.2 seconds behind him, but he's also 1.2 seconds in front of Jesper. Jesper is actually still able to get his draft a little bit. It's not as effective, but we'll see when Clendy comes to pit road. Clendy is a very good driver at fuel saving. So is Jesper Dahlgren. Ethan Stanley is in third. He's very good at fuel saving. Brian Blauman has recovered. Doesn't look like he has much damage or is any worse to wear from that incident we saw coming off of 2. He is in fourth. Brandon Trost has worked his way up to 5th now. He's passed about 4 cars since the restart. And right there with him is Anna Klimek. Anna Klimek will be coming to pit road here very shortly. Remember, she was one of the drivers that went longest on that first stint when we went green. And then right behind her is one of the drivers that she outdueled in the votive Indy Oval Series at Michigan. Remember that caution-free Michigan race we covered, and Alexis almost won, but Anna ran her down in the closing stages and beat her for the first female 1-2 finish on our channel's history.
Was wild race that day, to be honest. 34 did Anna Klimek last time. Andy Kirkbauer did 33, and even Ethan Stanley did 33. Huh.
And they're on 28 right now for Kirkenbauer. Stanley's at 29. Clendy's at 30. Jesper Dahlgren is at 29. So we expect them to come to pit road anytime, and that will turn the lead over to Brendan Trost. But until then, now, if I'm Brandon, do I use this opportunity to save fuel? I mean, I don't have to push. I know everybody in front of me has to stop. They're just going to give me the lead. Do I push?
I don't think it's going to save fuel. I don't think it's likely to save fuel. It's like I come to here to compete and not to save fuel. Maybe that's the mentality Brandon has in his mind. So that's what I guess you can tell me that, and you can confirm that, because every time we see racing him, he's going for everything and don't save it nothing. And that's what he did when in the first 10 laps he started to passing people, and at some point he stay in that position 5th, close to Brian Bloman, but he cannot approach a little bit. Maybe he understood, well, Bloman is gonna come in soon to the pit, so it's not worth it to get in close. But doesn't look like he saved fuel, especially in the first thing when he went
right
1.4 ahead.
Yeah. Brendan Trost's MO is very much damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Better to be attacking than not attacking at all. And he is an Indy-only driver. He is not a regular season competitor. Same thing with Jesper Dahlgren in 2nd. Brendan Trost is an Indy-only entry. Anna Klimek in 6th is an Indy-only entry. Indy Kirkenbauer, ironically, is an Indy-only entry in 8th. And Cale Pocock has run a limited schedule, but he is almost Indy-only. He's run a limited schedule, though. He's in 11th. Here comes Clendy in the Pink Panther. Scheduled stop for our leader. Has one career win in the Elite Racing League at Texas last season and would love to get another. And would love to do it at Indianapolis, the biggest race of the year. Especially going into, and he misses his mark but backs up just a little bit. I don't think he lost a lot of time. Down and away. Clendy completes his stop. Jesper Dahlgren now inherits the lead. Jesper has a lot of experience in these 500-mile races. In the PRI Hoosier 500 lineage, he has a couple of races he's qualified for that. In fact, one of them, as we see Blauman. Is that Blauman coming to pit road? Yes. Jesper Dahlgren has a top 5 in one of his PRI Hoosier 500 appearances. He finished 4th, and the reason I know that so well is I was his spotter for that race. And we still did. I never got the money for winning for us finishing in the top 5. Never got the money for it.
Oh.
Tell me about it.
This cambio.
Scandal. Jesper Dahlgren has 2 Indy 500 wins in the Velocity Online Racing League in their IndyCar Championship, and he's coming to pit road right now. He's also a regular participant in there used to be an Indy Elite Series, not aligned with the Indy or the Elite Racing League. They were just strictly an IndyCar league. And he has some wins over there as well, and participated in a number of their 500s coming close. That was an open setup league. As we see him come to pit road, hit the mark spot on. The former Jesper Orman, Jesper Dahlgren, using his family name.
That's what I can mention. The second name, the last name.
Old habits die hard for me sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like going to a race at Phoenix, It's turn 1's turn 1.
Yeah.
Here comes Ethan Stanley for his pit stop, and that turns the lead over to Brendan Trost. Anna Klimek staying out, going long again. She went 34 this stint, went 34 last stint, so she conserved under that caution. She might be able to go to the neighborhood of 36.
Oh, no, Stanley. Yeah.
Did he miss his marks?
Yeah, this is the problem. You're going too fast. You go 99 miles, 60. What is the
60 miles per hour?
Speed limit over here?
60.
It is, it's 99 in kilometers per hour. It's really fast. So when you try to put the brakes in that speed, the car is going
and
basically nice.
Well, there's a reason for that. At least in real IndyCar racing, Cale Pocock comes to pit road. He locks him up. He came in there hot. His livery, even though it's Tom Petty as he comes in sideways, kind of reminds me of Darth Maul a little bit. But Cale Pocock on pit road, Anna Klimek on pit road. Scheduled stops for both these drivers. And a down and away, very clean stop for the Indy Open Series champion, the reigning Indy Open Series champion. Currently leads the Indy Oval, or the Indy Votive Indy Oval Series in the points. Right. You can see that over on P1 on Sunday nights. She's trying to hold off Clindy right now in the points championship.
Is it Phoenix this Sunday? I think it's Phoenix. Anyways.
I will look. I will bring up the calendar right now. This Sunday, proper Phoenix. Proper Phoenix.
Nice.
Brendan Trost, your leader now. Alexis Newsom is second. Tyler Fode trying to get a little sniff of the draft from Cale Pocock coming off of pit road. He does. And Fode now in third. Chad Frankenfield in fourth. Hunter Smith in fifth. Matt Wags in sixth. Good run for Matty Wags. His teammate, Chris Albrecht, is in seventh. Remember, Chris had himself a very good 500 last season. Started from the pole and was taken out in a late wreck. And also joining them is Tristan Fortson. So 3 of the Track Rocket Racing Team cars right together. Boom, boom, boom. Wags, Albrecht, and Tristan Fortson, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all together on the racetrack. So strength in numbers, Lewis, as the Track Rocket guys are now presenting themselves in the top 10.
Again, to have teammates around is make it better on this track. But still thinking about it, the way Newsom and Trost pull away without just only for the spotter, or I don't know what is if it's Brandon Trost have a spotter or not. But it's really difficult, and difficult when you want to calculate or something like that. Or share information each other. That's also. I think. What is the?
I think your buddy Chris Demerit is working the booth for Alexis Newsom.
It is working at the booth with Alexis Newsom, but I wonder about the Brandon Trost have a spotter.
I don't think
somebody, so. Or just it is difficult, man. It is difficult to take the calculation on your phone and start to write it down, and that's the problem where you write it down in the book, in a small notebook, whatever. You said, oh, I'm gonna do this. One yellow flag or two make everything a mess, and you have to rethink it about it. What is your next strategy? So that is really difficult, and that's losing. That's happened to me one day. Losing Indy 500 or winning Indy 500. You can lose in, like it happened to me in the fixed series, by half a lap. I ran out of fuel for half a lap. I just entered to the front 3 with out of fuel.
And it is perfectly legal. It's perfectly legal to have someone helping you run those numbers because it happens in real racing. Here's Mason Mitchum to the inside of Colin Heil into turns 3 and 4. Mason Mitchum finished on the podium in our last 500-mile race at Auto Club, looking to get back up there. Started on the back row. Reason why mainly he's on the back row is he's not a regular. He's a kind of an Indy-only entry. He's not a full season participant, and those that were higher in the points got the better starting position. Oh, Mason Mitchum! Oh, out to the wall! He knew it. He felt it. He backed out of it. He caught it, but he still made contact with the wall. Arrow wash for Mason Mitchum, and that's going to allow Matthew Weeks to creep into the picture.
God.
Mason Mitchum's back, though. Going against Colin Heil. Remember, he has all those teammates that are former winners here. Here's Mason Mitchum, another big run. This is for 17th spot. Mason Mitchum to the inside of Colin Heil, a Little Eagle driver going over the Little Eagle River that goes underneath turn 1 here. And now the Little Eagle driver stuck on the outside. Mitchum's to the inside. He is firmly there. He's a winner in Vaughan, a winner in Votive at this racetrack, no less. Hunter Ingrave is back in the race, by the way, but he is down 3 laps.
Weeks.
Here goes Matthew Weeks, 3 wide into 3. Oh, he sends it and seeks it. He smelled an opportunity, but the loser in that one's going to be Colin Heil. He's just going to go to pit road. It's like, I'm going to do my stop now. I'm done. None of this. I'm done. A.J. Hobson on pit road.
Jack Frankenfeld calls to the pit with 32 laps in the steam.
Well, remember, part of that stint had caution, and he came early last time. So this might be adjusting his strategy just a little bit to account for the caution as he comes to pit road. Alexis Newsom locking it up, coming to the line. Wow. She gets underneath the limit. Brendan Trost on pit road. Scheduled stop for all of our leaders. Tyler Fode stays out. Matt Wagner coming to pit road. Hunter Smith going long. Longer than his teammates right now. Two of the Track Rocket guys going long. Logan Spath up to 5th. Seb Alexander in 6th. Craig Forsyth not having a typical Craig race, but it's still early. Remember, that livery came from 2 laps down to win the Indy 500 in 1997. So never rule out the Forsyth green livery. What?
95?
95. It was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Jacques Villeneuve.
It's okay. Yeah.
2 laps down. He passed the pace car. And they gave him a 2-lap penalty. And ironically, speaking of, I want to mention this as we watch inside here now of Spath. So the lineup changed tonight with Matthew Weeks starting 33rd as the alternate starter. Indianapolis has seen this before. As early as 2023, Graham Rahal was added to the field after Stephen Wilson, who is an ERL IndyCar 500 starter. He has participated in this league. He was Rookie of the Year of one of the past ERL Indy 500s, as a matter of fact. Was injured in a Monday crash after qualifying. So Graham Rahal got the start as kind of a substitute driver for the team. However, back under the old qualifying rules in 1984, Chris Neifel, there's a name that maybe none of you have ever heard about. I remember him when I would just remember the name as a kid because I always thought of his name as like Evel Knievel, and it just always reminded me of Evel Knievel, Chris Neifel. But he was reinstated after Uncle Jacques, which is Jacques Villeneuve Sr., which is Gilles Villeneuve's junior Jacques, his brother, qualified for this race in 1984, but wasn't medically cleared to drive, as we watch Ricky Paz underneath Craig Forsyth. Was not medically cleared to drive and had to withdraw, so that promoted Chris Neifel as a first alternate into the race. And that is interesting because Chris Neifel became the first alternate starter to start the race since 1929. And also, he is the last qualifier in the history of the Speedway for the 500 to qualify at less than 200 miles an hour.
Interesting, I said, because Tyler Fode don't waste the time and make the pass on Alexis Newsom after exit the pit. So basically, he is second.
He is second on strategy. So he's second in this rotation, and right now, it's seeming like he's in it to win it. He's not in it to really secure the points, although he would love to secure the points. Right now, Daniel Falkingham is on pit road as he's going to give up a bunch of track position just by staying out. He is now rolling again. But Daniel Falkingham is now down in 11th and will probably drop a couple more spots as he will get passed on the racetrack. R.C. Anderson coming off of pit road, the Lucas Oil sponsored car. And really want to thank Lucas Oil for sponsoring this race and the School of Racing. And the winner today gets a 2-day course at the Lucas Oil School of Racing, valued at $5,000. Interesting enough, though, if we look, this is the 33rd career in the history of the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series. This is the 33rd now 500-mile race across 13 seasons. Most of their races have been, of course, at Indianapolis, Auto Club, Michigan, Pocono, and one 500-mile race at Texas. Interesting enough, though, the stat that I noticed, 17 of those 33 races, when they were won, was the first win for that driver. So do we see another first-time winner today? Statistically, about half the time, we see a first-time winner. In fact, the last 3 500-mile races we've had, going back to 2025B, were all won by first-time winners. Alexis Newsom, Seb Alexander, and Hunter Smith. Actually, 4 out of the last 5. The only repeat winner of a 500-mile race in that time period should be no surprise to you, Lewis, is Adriano Pinero when he did that 33rd to win at Pocono in 2025A or 2025B.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it was a really.
Ooh.
I wasn't it wasn't a big surprise when he started to make the pass in Pocono, and then at some point with 10 laps after the stint, they have a ready and the halfway on the field, and then he finished to win the race. It was like, he's coming Piñera again. But the thing is, he missing this race, and he missed this victory. I think that's the top. Like always said, Macho Man.
Yeah. He is the career wins leader in this league, and that's the one checkbox that he doesn't have on his career. It's a lot like, I believe the most IndyCar wins without a 500 victory in current IndyCar racing is Sebastian Bourdais. I think he has the most without an Indy 500 win, and it'll be a lot like that, or Michael Andretti, for that matter. Just, you have such a great career, you have accolades, you have championships, you win other 500-mile races, but you can't win this big one. And I can't really say Seb Bourdais was really in a position too often when the reunification happened, that he was in a competitive position to win this race. He was leading late in races, I do remember that, but he was never really in a competitive position to really compete for wins year in and year out. Remember, he had that huge wreck qualifying one year, and he was on the pace to win the pole for that one. That was a vicious wreck. He was lucky to walk away from that. But right here in Turn 2, as a matter of fact, we're watching these drivers. This is Anna Klimek and Tyler Fode, 7th and 8th on the racetrack. But Seb Bourdais was never really in a position to get that win here. Whereas we know Michael was in number of times positions to get wins here, leading late in at least 3 races, 92, 91, 2005. Ryan Schultz on pit road. This is a scheduled stop for him. He went 28 laps again on this current stint. So he seems to be answering the call about every 28 laps. Your leader is Kyle Glenworth. Glendy, Jesper Orman, Jesper Dahlgren is second. The 2 Rogue Racing teammates, one a regular series participant, another one in an Indy-only entry, and then Brian Blauman in the Flying Hawaiian livery of Danny Ungaius, a driver that had success here at the Brickyard, but also found a lot of hardships hitting that wall and, well, a lot of injuries here. In fact, remember, in 87, Danny Ungaius was going to drive for Team Penske and was going to drive that 3rd car. Wrecked in the days prior to qualifying, was not medically cleared, and then the seat went to Al Unser Sr., who actually lost the seat at the end of the 86 season. And remember, Al Sr. went on to win that race and win his 4th Indy 500. And then, of course, in his very last 500, Danny Ungaius inherited the seat from Scott Brayton after his unfortunate death after qualifying. And he did finish the race, I believe, with a top 10 finish, Danny did. But that was his last time we've ever seen him in an IndyCar. Well, actually, not the last time we saw him in IndyCar. Last time we saw him in the Indy 500 was at 86 race, driving for Team Menard. Not a lot of close battles on the racetrack right now, and I think this has a lot to do with conditions and the new tire model that we have. 118 on the track temp, and this tire model, we've heard it before, and we kind of heard some drivers lament about it, especially during our top split coverage over on P1 a week ago at Iowa. Oh, that was an awful race. And everyone was saying that these tires are awful. That just your connection with that you get the feel, the connection that you get with the feel of the car just isn't there with this new current tire model.
Yeah, that's what Robert Maleczka. Sorry, I heard Brandon Trost say something, but I couldn't find what he said. So, it's Robert Maleczka said that they was like, meh. I think it's not good for this league, and also it's not good for the fix it. Have this kind of tire model on the car and make it more boring situation on the inside car and make it more fun. And that what make it more fun is like more variation on the tire, and that's what make it more fun to everyone. But unfortunately for that is, I think the tire model should be changed, and we had to wait it after season. This is season 2? Yeah, season 2. When they make some adjustment, because make adjustment now for this car is kind of so you have to wait.
Yeah, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of the current season too, and I believe this is the tire model that we're going to take to Indianapolis for the fixed and open Indy 500s. So I guess everyone's this is the bed. They got to sleep in it.
It is what it is. So that's the suit they give it to you. That's the suit you have to use it for the ceremony. So it's no more suit. If it's tight, sorry, man. It is what it is. So yeah, but I think you're right. I think that tire model make everything long, straight with each other. I think the only close is Anna Clement and 40, and Alexis Newsom. Jasper is on pit now.
Ethan Stanley, Stanley, Klimek, Fody all together right down the racetrack, and Alexis Newsom creeping into the picture. Chad Frankenfeld just lurking in the background there. We did have Jesper Dahlgren on pit road. There he is. He is rolling off now. His stop is complete. So he'll be making it into the 120s or so for his next stop. Glendy on pit road. Nigel Camargo on pit road. Brian Blauman on pit road. Scheduled stops for all these drivers. Brandon Trost on that alternate strategy picks up the lead. He is 17 laps into his current stint. Hey, if you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship and you respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you miss out on future ERN broadcasts. Also, we had a high of about 70 or so of you watching. Share this out to your friends. This is the first biggest race of the year for Indianapolis. IndyCars at Indianapolis. This is kind of a preview of what you're going to see for the fixed Indy 500 coming up. Of course, don't forget later in the year, the PRI Hoosier 500 in December.
December. Christmas. Yeah. And that's a long time. You remember we talking about last year and the same around this season, and then, flip, we are there again. And very big field, to be honest. You had over than 115 people.
Yeah, we had 60 sign up for this race, but it was 115 or so for I thought it was more. I thought it was more in the 120s for the PRI Hoosier 500 for only 33 spots. And top to bottom, I mean, there were drivers in this lineup that tried to qualify that didn't make it, that made this field with no problem. But this is fixed setup race. That's an open setup race. But, Chad Frankenfeld tried to qualify, wasn't fast enough. Hunter Smith tried to qualify, wasn't fast enough. Let's see, who else? Seb Alexander, he's in 11th. He qualified for that race and finished in the top 10. Clindy qualified for that race, finished in the top 10. Ricky Paz, he qualified for that race. There is Ricky there in the Vice City color car coming off the corner. He qualified for that race. It is one of the hardest races. This is, as races go, people say that this is the hardest fixed setup Indy 500 to qualify for, whether it's the spring or the fall one. It's the Elite Racing League's fixed Indy 500. And then the next hardest one to qualify for is the PRI Hoosier 500, which is in December. And that's a one-time-of-year race.
Oh, they ask you in chat if you can show how many laps since pit stop.
Since pit stops, yes, we can do that. There you go. Trost at 20, Stanley at 29, so Stanley should be due anytime. Stanley is that lead car in your picture. He is currently second. And then we got Klimek at 29. Also, she's due it soon here. Fody, not due soon. So he will inherit second spot here very shortly. Newsom, 21. Frankenfeld, 21. Smith at 20. So you could tell those on the different strategy, those that stayed out and picked up that track position, Stanley and Klimek.
We're going to cross to half a way to go.
Halfway through, 250 miles down, 100 laps to go. Your leader is Brandon Trost. This is one of the major check boxes on his career that he has been unable and yet to check. He leads by 6 seconds over Stanley, and Stanley and Klimek still have to come to pit road. So that's going to open him up to about a 7-second lead over Tyler Fody. But Brandon Trost has only been able to, he did 33 last time, and that included some caution. So he'd be closer to the 30 neighborhood. He's 22 in. He only has about 8 more laps to go before he needs to come to pit road.
Wait, I started coming to the pit road now. Yo, no!
Oh, Ethan Stanley, black flag, speeding pit road, championship implications. And I would say if this was early enough in the first half of the race and he can recover from this with a caution. But right now, this is going to be a 40, or no, wait a minute. Is he going to get the, he's going to be able to get the, he's got to do a drive-through penalty. This is not a 40-second hold. So what we have here in this league is live stewarding. And so they're going to remove the black flag, allow him to leave without the 40-second hold, because automatically iRacing would hold you in the box for 40 seconds. He'll need to come around and make a drive-through pit road at pit road speed limit, and that way he doesn't get a 40-second hold. So it's not as harsh as an iRacing penalty, but pretty darn harsh. And it's going to be really tough for him to recover. And a Klimek on pit road.
50 miles.
60.
Over. No, 50 miles over.
Oh, wow. He was not even close at the line. And there's a reason for that. I mean, there's a reason for that. If you're not very familiar with IndyCar racing, and there you see Stanley coming to pit road. Now, I don't know if this is exactly this way in the sim, but I know in real IndyCar racing, they have much thinner and smaller brake discs on their front rotors on these cars. I think even on the rear rotors, to be honest with you. And the reason why they're smaller is it causes less drag. You don't need to have, when you're doing 230 and you're not really hitting the brakes, and when you are, it's for situations like this, coming to pit road, you have so much downforce, even in this speedway configuration, as Victor Aldrich in the distance here on pit road. But you have so much downforce, even in the speedway configuration, that when you lift, is essentially like hitting a speed brake. You don't really need much braking power on these cars to slow down anyways. So that's why in real IndyCar racing, coming to pit road is quite the challenge, because they have very small brake discs. There's less surface area on those discs, and it's not as easy to slow down as it were on. They don't have the same brake rotors they have, let's say, when they go to Mid-Ohio, right? So it's not easy. So they have to actually warm their brakes up a little bit down the backstretch. So they'll drag their foot, and that will help them slow down. But that's not accurately represented here in the sim, I don't think. However, still, coming to pit road in a sim, when you don't have all that feeling in the butt and everything in your hands and all that, you don't have that feeling. It's very tough to gauge, and that's kind of exactly what happened to Ethan Stanley, a driver that has a ton of experience in this series, and that might have cost him a victory. But it gives one extra position to Tyler Fode, his teammate, as we see more drivers coming to pit road. So that does help Tyler in the points championship, but it's going to hurt Ethan in the points championship.
Oh yeah, sure. Now it's in 30 with 1 lap down, and we are in 96 to go. It have to be a miracle, but miracle in Indianapolis always happens, so that's a good thing. Danny Fockingham, at least he recovered to 10, and Tyler Fode is second to 7.4 seconds behind on the leader.
So right now, as the scenarios go for the points, if Fode finishes second, Daniel needs to finish 7th or better to take this championship battle to Worldwide Technology Raceway for Championship Thursday next week.
Next.
Brian Blauman trying to get some track position. Actually, this is a pass on Jordan Decker for 21st. AJ Hobson on pit road. Brandon Trost, though, we expect to see him coming to pit road about any time. He's at lap 29. Anna Klimek right there with him coming off the corner. She's going to try to get her lap back. Remember, she's on that alternate strategy.
Dross is calling for the pit next time by. This is really crucial, to be honest.
Yeah, this is if he does, let's say he just does the average of 30 here from here out. So that gets him to 140, 170, and he's done. 2 more stops. Here he comes off the corner, making the turn down past the attenuator, and gets to the line, hits the brakes on the pit road speed limiter.
Alexis coming too.
Lexus Newsom also on pit road. Chad Frankenfeld on pit road. Hunter Smith on pit road. So I was asked by some people, Gary, you if you were to race in this race, what would you do? And I told people, I would follow Alexis Newsom. And maybe that's what the Little Eagle guys have decided. Newsom gets to her box as Brandon Trost takes off. She is down, waiting for the fuel, and down and away. She will leave pit road ahead of Chad Frankenfeld. Frankenfeld in front of his teammate, Hunter Smith.
Tyler Fode in pits.
Tyler Fode coming to pit road. Also on pit road, Chris Albrecht, Treston Fortson, Seb Alexander. Black flag, Chris Albrecht speeding on pit road. This is going to be almost a damning penalty for him as well.
See how much he crossed the line. 79, 77. Yeah, that's very fun. It is too much. I almost hit the wall. That is gonna be almost disaster for him, but it wasn't.
And so he completes his stop, but he will have to do a drive-through next time by. Daniel Falkingham's going to get some laps led here, and that's some bonus points for him. So that's critical in the points championship. In fact, he now kind of draws even to what Fode has earned in this race. Now remember, Fode has already earned more points in this event as he has by qualifying in the Fast 12. Justin was outside of, not Justin, Daniel was outside of the Fast 12 as he goes to shake a shot inside of Spath. Spath coming off a pit road, coming up the speed. Oh, he couldn't quite clear him. And then he gets behind Craig Forsyth, so loses a little bit of track position there. But he did not qualify in the Fast 12, so he gets no bonus points. If you qualify in the Fast 12, you get guaranteed 1 point, at least 1 point. That's for 12th position. If you got on the pole, you got 12 points, and Trost actually picked those 12 points up. So he actually is earning, the only thing bonus extra out of this race that he's earned is that 1 bonus point for leading a lap, which matches what already Tyler's done. So he's back to where he drew even 22 points at the start of this race. And he's coming to pit road now.
No speeding, please.
R.C. Anderson, former winner and real-world IndyCar Indy 500 participant. 1 race, finished 32nd. Hey, and you can laugh at that all you want. That's 1 more 32nd place victory in the real Indy 500 that I will ever have. So props to him, and I hope to see him in another one sometime soon. But he's a former winner here. 4 wins in the Elite IndyCar Series. Last, actually, we got a chance to broadcast. I think it was your very first broadcast with me and you together, working together here in the Elite Racing League at Twin Ring Motegi on the road course. He won that. He come into pit road.
I remember that. When I said, oh, Adriano Piñero have a pretty good base, and then they have a really bad disaster, and then something happened on the pit road with some of them. I don't remember what's of them. I don't want to say the name because I remember now. I don't want to say the name, but it was a count of 3 or 4 cars involved in the incident.
The races all run together sometimes. If you are just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the P1 IndyCar Championship. It's the 16th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing, Indianapolis 500, coming to you from the racing capital of the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We've completed now 114 of 200 laps. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next time you see us here on ERN will be next week for Championship Thursday at Worldwide Technology Raceway for the 13th running of the F5 Challenge St. Louis 500, where we will crown our 2026 A P1 IndyCar champion. Who will take home the inaugural P1 Cup? Will it be Tyler Fode, Daniel Falkingham, or Ethan Stanley get a Hail Mary answered? Oh boy, he really needs a Hail Mary and an Our Father and a couple of other good Catholic prayers in order to get him back into this battle here, because he really needs divine intervention. But someone will win their first championship, that is for sure, next week. So join us for this momentous moment. Coverage starts right here on ERN at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, at 7:45, back to our regular starting time. For us on P1, our next race is Sunday afternoon for round 7 of season 12 of the longest continuously running Legacy Dallara IR05 League on all of Sim Racing. It's the Sim Gaming Expo Classic IndyCar Series. They head the Willow Springs Raceway for the inaugural running of the BJ Manufacturing Los Angeles Indy Grand Prix. That is next on P1. Subscribe. The link is in the description. Jesper Dahlgren, your leader now, with 2 lap cars between himself and his teammate Clindy. As we're at lap 116, Jesper 22 laps into his stint. Clindy 21 laps into their stint. They have a ways to go a little bit before they make the turn down pit road for their next stop.
That's the moment we have to talk about the who's gonna finish in this position or not. And it's very interesting about the Jasper and Clendy. They are on the front, and Brian Bloman also too, and Ryan Schultz is over there. They are 84 to go. And I think, you know what, I've seen Camargo hit the wall 2 times on turn 1. And very hard, both of them. But a yellow flag, and now it could be make the situation way better for the show.
Fode around Schold into the top 5 for our points leader. They're on slightly different strategies, as you see Ryan Schold coming to pit road. Yeah, he is 29 laps into his stint. Fode only 7 laps into his stint. I'm going to guess Schold did not want to get past there, but fresher tires at this point. Purple lap is still Hunter Ingrave earlier in the race, and unfortunately Hunter had a DC. He is currently still out there running, but he's in 32nd position. Only 1 car has retired to this point, Trey Holmes. He retired at lap 37. He's 33rd. R.C. Anderson on Logan Spath going into turn 3. Battle between two former ERL winners, one at Long Beach in the form of Spath. Of course, former winner R.C. Anderson here at Indianapolis. Oh, Spath way out to the wall, dirty air.
So I did the fastest calculation in my book, and I see Clendy and Jasper and even Brian, they're gonna get short for 20 laps or 18 laps to go. So they can split one stint to make it a little more long.
They will definitely split it. Yeah, they will definitely split it. I'm guessing those guys. First of all, I know that they're working with the track guys in this race, and they're also working. Okay, Rogue is racing with Rogue Racing is in a technical alliance with Indy Alliance Racing, which is Seb Alexander in this particular lineup. They're also working with Track Rocket, and they're also working with Votive. I think that's all who they're working with. So they have probably a number of people working numbers for them right now. And I'm willing to bet that the option that they have is to split that strategy. I think to split that last stint. Weeks and Clendy side by side. This is not for position. This is just for track position as Clendy slides down in front of Weeks and slams the door.
But Brandon Trost, 40, even Alexis Newsom now is an 8. They need to just make 30 laps and that's it. So they have 2 more stops to finish the race. I see in my calculator. Yeah, actually yes.
So let's go through the field. So you're saying who needs 2 stops still? Everyone needs 2 stops.
Trost, 40, but it's the 2 stops without that short stop that when I mentioned about Clendy and Jasper.
Okay.
That short stop is real your strategy for sure. You want that perfect number like a 30, 30, 30, 30
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
So if the yellow flag is out, it's make way more interesting.
Oh yeah, it will.
Because it's gonna be basically almost open IndyCar open series or whatever, and this maybe 70 to go or maybe 60 to go, maybe 50 to go, like we seen in the fixed series with 1 stop before to the end. So that's when I guess that the best chance to do that is Trost and 40 to finish the race in that position, and then Alexis Newsom, but Alexis Newsom now is in 4th. Chad Frankenfeld take the 3rd place in that strategy.
So the people that I just checked on the tree here, Trost, Fody, Frankenfeld, and Newsom, they're going to be, do we want to call it Strategy A?
Strategy A. Yes.
Strategy A? Okay, so that is Strategy A for those 4 drivers. And then Dahlgren, Clendy, Blauman, Klimek, Hunter? Well, I tell you what.
Yes.
Dahlgren, Clendy, Blauman, and Klimek for sure are on Strategy B.
That's for sure, yes.
So that's interesting that we got 2 strategies up in the top 8. Everybody up in the top 8. Here comes, speaking of the strategy, here comes Jesper Dahlgren. The camera was on him because we were expecting him to make that turn down pit road. He is 30 laps into his stint, right at lap 124. If he does 30 laps from now, he's actually coming to 125. He does 30, that gets him to 155. If he does 30 from there, it gets him to 185. And that definitely would get him home at that final stop. Down and away.
I think they're going to make it 2 more stops and for now. But Trost, 40, and Newsom, Chad Frankenfeld is in the 3rd place.
Clendy coming to pit road right now.
They need to make
scheduled stop.
2 more stops. No, 1 more stop after they coming in. And that's it. That's the issue. So they need to pray for a yellow flag. They means Clendy, Jasper.
Okay, so the strategy B guys need a caution.
Oh, for sure. They need a caution to at least have a
That's
the
why
chance.
you are the driver expert.
I think I am not anymore. I try to. I like a James Hinch clip. He used to race some races.
He won some
somebody
races.
invited him.
Was on the pole once in Indianapolis. You never got bumped, though, did you? You got bumped.
No. Oh, well, I decided to get bumped because I thought in that this Indy 500 in this Latin America Indy 500, and I decided to make one more attempt, and they told me why, and in the broadcasting say I think it's a little bit slow, and then I decided I couldn't because I have a job day that day and whatever. So I couldn't.
Jesper Dahlgren around Mason Mitchum for 16th after his stop.
Wait,
Mitchum currently 16 laps into his 10. Go ahead.
I myself bumped myself.
You bumped yourself.
Like I gonna myself, yes. Like I shoot me myself. Yeah, something like that.
Ryan Blauman on pit road for his next stop at lap 128. And we will get some more words in from our sponsors here at the next round of pit stops, and we will wrap it up commercial free. But do want to thank all of our sponsors: Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Lucas Oil School of Racing, especially the Lucas Oil School of Racing. They are the sponsor of the 16th running of the Indianapolis 500 here. Lucas Oil Racing is dedicated to developing the next generation of open-wheel drivers through professional instruction, real race cars, and real on-track experience. From newcomers taking their first steps to racers sharpening advanced skills, they focus on discipline, precision, and performance at every level. Learn more at lucasoilschool.com. Link is in the description. And the winner of today's race will get a 2-day class valued at $5,000 at the Lucas Oil School of Racing. So a big, big win for somebody. And they will get to go to the classroom and learn from the learning tree of the Lucas Oil School of Racing. Brandon Trost, your leader. Tyler Fode, second. Anna Klimek in third. If the race ends this way, Tyler Fode will win your Season A championship for 2026. And Anna Klimek will probably be your Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, you're right. We need to a rookie of the Indy 500. And Anna Klimek. Trost is not a rookie.
No, Trost has been in the 500 before. I believe he started from the front row before here. I have to look and see when that was. I have it somewhere, I think. Someone's going to have to, maybe they might know that one. But he has started on that. I believe that's in my notes for qualifying.
No.
Yeah, but I believe he started on the front row a while ago. Let me see if I can pull that document up. Let's see. Trost, 2023, started on the front row with Maleczka and Pinero. I'm going to talk about a ton of wins. I don't know how many combined wins all those drivers have when you add them up. And we're just talking iRacing wins now.
That's a lot.
So he started on the front row before. He was in the 2020 5B, 5A race. In fact, I think he got in an incident with my old channel partner over at the old channel. They made contact on the front row or on the front stretch, and that ended his day. But he was having a good race up until that point. So he is not a rookie.
Oh, I remember now. Okay. I think it's the same one?
Yes. I think
okay.
You might know what I'm talking about, yeah? I can't remember what race, but you know the situation I'm talking about, yeah?
Sure.
No inside baseball, folks. It's all on the channel if you look up one of the past races. But yeah, so he's got at least 2 races, so he's obviously not a rookie. But he doesn't have a lot of Elite Racing League starts. In fact, his last start, I believe, was that photo finish between himself and Pinero at Homestead, when and then iRacing featured it on their social media. They opened the season last season.
You're right.
Panero won that one? Yeah. I believe that's the last race he was in with us, I believe. I think we had him on the podium a couple of races ago in the Indy Oval Series as well. So he's always, at one point when I wrote this script, he had like 1,288 iRacing wins, and I went to go look up the number, and the number then, when I looked it up again, was like 1,297. So 1,297. So he's right at 1,300 wins.
Huh.
And he's a multi-time. He has championships going back to the old fixed series before it became the oval series, when it was predominantly ovals, but it was just called the fixed series. The fixed series now is fixed, but it's their timed sprint races that mirrors the Indy Open schedule, in case anyone's wondered about the fixed series. But the correct lineage between the oval series and the fixed series is the oval fixed, and that's where he's won 6 championships between the two.
Yeah, the old fixed series when they started the only oval signs, the IR05, then DW12, the IR10, and then somebody decide by vote that, oh, why not Watkins? Why not this? Why not Road America? Anyways. Then they start to put road and a couple ovals, and then disappear the ovals. They put maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, the old fixed series. Before, I think the last oval race for the fixed series was Okayama, of all places. And Oliver Askew, former IndyCar driver, won the last broadcasted race we did. I think that was on the old channel. Former IndyCar driver. He won that race. And that was the last of that lineage. And then ever since, the Oval Series is strictly ovals. And that's Tuesday Night Top Split over on P1, our channel. We are the sponsors of the ERL, the Elite Racing League IndyCar Series. As we watch Blauman trying to get a run on the outside of Albrecht. This is for 22nd position.
I follow Alexis Newsom getting a struggle. I follow in the far chase. So I can see a lot of stuff. I can see her getting close to the wall. He almost hit the wall again.
Well, let's watch. We'll ride with her.
And you know what? He's going too close to the wall, and he moved too much to the left, the wheel. And now it's kind of better, the car.
Well, maybe she coming to pit road this time. She's right about where she's coming to pit road before. Currently at 28 laps in this stint.
She needs to hold it for 2 more laps at least.
I think that sound you hear is either, I think it might be the regen of the hybrid.
It's kind of weird. It's really weird how they move the car, how the car is moving. It's a little bit loose, but you can see, and inside the wheel, inside the car is no saving fuel for all. It just goes for everything. Normally, when you go
at
to
this
the track,
at this point, I think the fuel save is out. I think you got to do what you got to do. I mean, you mentioned it before. You got to do what you got to do, right? You made the bed. You got to sleep in it now. So it looks like she might be regenning going into turn 1, which is not a bad idea. Normally you regen in the draft, but if a car in front of you, in this case, now that is Chad Frankenfeld directly in front of her. That is Chad right here. She's well within the draft, so the draft is helping her. When you do regen, you do get drag. But instead of lifting, you regen, you cause that drag. Here goes Frankenfeld. Here comes Alexis Newsom coming to pit road for the next to last stop right at lap 140. And you're right, she could do 30 at this point and get home.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, and she's playing the gear shifting game.
Oh, she did.
that like squeaks out like an extra mile down pit road. A little bit of an elite hack there for you folks. It's not against the rules, but you can get caught for speeding. Oh, Frankenfeld gets out in front. Now, he came to pit road before, but let's see if Frankenfeld is going to have a bigger lead. And then right behind is, I think, Hunter Smith. There he is, yeah.
And Brandon Trost makes a lap. Yeah, Brandon Trost is there.
And Brandon Trost is there. And he goes to the inside of Frankenfeld. Oh, he slides down, gives him the dirty air. Oh.
I think he's coming to the pit.
Trost makes a good move. With all this traffic, just come to pit road, and he gets down to the pit road speed limit. Mason Mitchum comes out in front of him. Daniel Falkingham is now second. And boy, what did he capitalize? If maybe he can get some track position right now. Well, how's our picks doing? Remember, here's our picks coming into the day. I have Newsom, Seb Alexander, and Indy Kirkenbauer. You have Tyler Fode, Jesper Dahlgren, and Ricky Pass.
I don't think it's going to be close. Maybe for it's going to be close.
So I have ninth. Where's Seb? Now you have Jesper. He's in second.
Yeah, but Jesper is
Seb's in 18th. And Indy Kirkenbauer is currently having a bit of a rough race, down in 28th, one lap down. Now, one of your dark horses that you talked about that it's worth talking about, but we didn't put his name on the graphic, and he'll probably hate us for it. Just hate you because you made the graphic. Is Matt Wagner. You said watch out for Matt Wagner.
Oh, yeah, I said, well, I didn't write it down that, but he told me I'm really surprised about being in the top six, in the fastest six, because Indianapolis is not my strong, never be my strong. So I put in my mind, I told you enough.
Well, he's had good races here before in other series.
But he told me, I said, I'm really surprised about you. Also, you're the qualifier of the day. And he said, yeah, I never expect to be over here. I've never been good in Indianapolis. Well, that's what he told me, to be honest. Sometimes I'm really good in the W12, but I'm not good in the IR18 on this car. I never be good.
Oh!
I was close to winner.
Justin Vandermeer missed the mark. Sorry, he backs up. Go ahead, finish your story, and I want to talk a little bit about Justin here.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, he told me I'm not good, so I really surprised. I really agreed. Sometimes you have a good, and sometimes you have bad. Even if I won the Board 250, Indy 250, it was I never liked Indianapolis, to be honest. Racing Indianapolis, even in the W12 or the IR18,
it's not an easy place. Everyone says it's easy. You know, it's turning left. You have all this downforce. You're just planting your foot. No. I challenge anybody that thinks that way. First of all, buy the car. What's up?
And turn 2 is difficult to put the car.
Yeah.
I don't know how these people put the car in turn 2, and you can lose in a tenth or maybe 500, 50 out of second, or make it lose a pole over there. So it's very difficult.
I challenge anybody that thinks this is easy and think this is just planting your foot and turning left. Buy the car. You have the fixed and you have the open Indy 500 coming up. If you're not good at making a setup, go buy one. The setup shops. There's setup shops out there. P1 Docs, not affiliated with P1 Broadcasting, but great minds think alike. They sell them. Get yourself out there and think if you're better. And you'll find out very easily, very quickly, that it is not very easy to do. I only have one fixed Indy 500 start to my name, and I finished 4th. And I'm like, that's it. I finished 4th. I'm good with the top 5. Right now, though, I do want to shout out Justin Vandermeer. He was up in the top 10 very briefly. Finished in the top 10 in the last time we came here. But a lot of the graphics you see here on the program, especially the starting lineup, the spotter guide, the points, they're all done by this guy. He's been helping me out. The thumbnails that you see, including the special thumbnail we did with the Black Hawk helicopter on it, these are all done by him. And I just, again, want to thank him for his time and his energy and his talent and his patience for doing that for us all season long. And he'll be back, hopefully, to do it for us again next season. But if anyone wants to shout him out and to give him some goodwill, do that, because a lot of the graphics you see on this program are done by him. Meanwhile, your leader, Jesper Dahlgren. And he has himself a bit of a cushion over Klindy by 7 seconds. So Jesper just push. That's all he can do right now. And he has 24 laps as Ricky Paz going to send it to the inside. And maybe this might be good for, Jesper. I was getting ready to say about gave him the old jinx. But Jesper, this might be good for Jesper to try to save and get some mileage here. Nope, he's just going to pass him. And I believe these two teams are working together. So this is going to be coordinated. Oh! Both these drivers are former PRI Hoosier 500 qualifiers. Here they come to pit road. Oh, I thought Paz was coming with them. Paz thought he was going to the inside to draft and then realized he's coming to pit road. So maybe they're not working together.
Yeah, even he announced he's coming to the pit, kind of dangerous.
Oh, caution!
Caution!
Tristan Fortson.
But this is by race control.
Tristan Fortson goes to the wall off a 2. He washes up. And he's stuck to the wall, and he can't get off it. And can't bring the car to the inside, and comes to a stop, and he does tow, but it is a steward control caution, and that is, I believe, our second caution of the day. And did Jesper stop, or did he could he stop? Can you check and see if Jesper stopped? He was on pit road. He was coming to pit road. I can't recall if he was already on pit road or what, but that turns the lead over to Klindy, and now everybody's on the same schedule. Everyone should come to pit road. Well, Brendan Trost might not. He's 9 laps into his...
I told you?
Go ahead.
Do you remember what I told you?
It's going to get fun if we get a caution?
In 50 to go.
At 50 to go, yeah.
And the fixed series, my God. The yellow was through by race control.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break here. This is a good time to get breaks since the caution laps here at Indianapolis take so long, and we'll reset the field. You are watching the 16th running of the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race, part of the P1 IndyCar Championship in the Elite Racing League. We are under caution, our second of the day at lap 151. Klindy is your leader. We suspect he'll come to pit road. We will see. Brendan Trost is second. Anna Klimek third. Tyler Fode is fourth. Chad Frankenfeld is fifth. Don't go anywhere. This is now shaping up to be a very exciting finish in the last 50 laps. And that's exactly when Rick Mears said it's time to come race in Indianapolis. Always that last 50 laps, and we're going to see it right here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bomarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com. Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at WWTRaceway.com. Tickets for the 2026 Season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bomarito Automotive Group 500, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
If you've been waiting for the right time to upgrade, that time is now. Score up to $4,000 off on a 26 brand new Ford Explorer. And our Ford Explorers come with the Bolin Lifetime Powertrain Warranty. So get to Tom Bolin Ford in Hannibal. Heck of a deal, ain't it?
Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. So don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
The Lucas Oil School of Racing. Simply stated, we are the professional ranks where the quality of the equipment often dictates the outcomes, and all of our cars are designed to perform and race as close as humanly possible. None of our competitors will have an advantage from engineering tactics. Rather, you will compete on a completely level field with a score of immensely talented up-and-coming drivers, all pushing each other to reach their new heights in their respective pursuit in becoming a professional race car driver. Every year, our top-performing graduates move on to the professional racing ladders of IndyCar, F1, and IMSA. Whether drivers compete in 1 or 2 seasons of our series, when they are ready to move on, they are ready to move. The training you receive in our school is an unmatched, unforgettable, first-class education combining the very best racing instruction and education.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We're back. Lap 154 coming to 155. Almost to the 400-mile mark here of the 16th running of Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and tell a friend to get to check this out. We are in store for a heck of a sprint race here coming to the end. This is 50 laps is what we typically run here for the Indy Fix Series or the Indy Oval Series. So we're going to see a very interesting finish and an IndyCar-style restart here with Brandon Trost, Tyler Fode, Alexis Newsom, Hunter Smith, and Matt Wagner, your top 6. Trost goes to the inside. There's a lap car in between himself and Fode. That is Matthew Weeks, who started 33rd today as an alternate starter. He wants to get back on the lead lap. Behind them, they are all getting all sorts of backed up.
Hunter Smith lucky of him about they have a lap down in between, and he get the position Alexis Newsom, and it's going Danny Fockingham under almost side by side.
Tyler Fode, high side over Brandon Trost. These are two that only race here in this league, but they never touch or cross paths any other time, only in this league. This isn't odd. We don't see this very often. Here comes Weeks. He wants caution.
Hello.
We see a bunch of cars in the back. Craig Forsyth into the airborne, into the pits.
Oh, even Clendy's involved.
Clendy drove through it. Let's get a better shot here. Look at the height.
Contact. They make a contact with Craig Forsyth, and that's why it's involved all of this stuff. My God, the car is flew.
That is okay.
Crazy.
All right. We'll see what again here. Here they come on the straightaway. This is in the short shoot. This is now through 4. Let's maybe get a blimp angle here. And oh, the lightest touch by Clendy's nose. It almost gets Jesper. He goes to the inside wall, and now he starts, and then Clendy just kind of drives through it. I thought I saw something go haywire in the back, and I didn't get a chance to get the camera on it, but wow. Let's ride with Craig. In fact, let's clear the tree here. Let's give maximum. Everybody, get your flight logs out if you're a sim pilot, because you're going to get credit for these miles right here. Cue up Van Halen's Dreams right about now. All right, let's go back and see from Clendy's point of view and how damaged he might be. He had Heil in front of him, got the dirty air, and he starts washing him. Look at the extra steering that he's doing here. He's trying to crank the wheel, and he almost just slides on in there, and there might have been a little bit of contact for real. Maybe it's some net code as well. But let's watch that one more time. Let's go back and watch it again. They're racing pretty hard, but you're going to watch Clendy. This is through turns 3. There's a tree house up in one of these trees here that the guy that owns a house in this neighborhood has. So he's watching this race, but he's getting the dirty air. So this is bad. This is all dirty air because it's not hitting his front wing. So he's going to turn into the corner here, and the car's not going to react. Watch him start turning more. You see it? See a little bit. And then he starts rolling out of it. And I think under any other circumstance, possibly, he slides in there. It just, today, wasn't it.
Man,
but he's still rolling, so we don't know if he's damaged.
Jeez, man. Clendy doesn't look like it have a damage.
That's a massive forgiveness. Okay, so we got a couple laps before we go green. I want to get another word in from our sponsors from Worldwide Technology Raceway again, so you can learn about their upcoming. Buy tickets for their upcoming IndyCar race. Can you believe it's 10 years that they've been there? We got to really support that event. So check them out. We'll be right back as we get a word in from Worldwide Technology Raceway. Don't go anywhere.
Tickets are on sale now for the 10th Bomarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Sunday, June 7th features 3 huge races. The USAC Classic, Firestone Indy next, and the only Sunday night prime time NTT IndyCar Series race. Enjoy a weekend of cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. The stars of the Indy 500 are coming to St. Louis. Get your tickets now and save big at www.raceway.com. Tickets are on sale now for the 5th Enjoy Illinois 300 at at Worldwide Technology Raceway. September 11th through 13th brings a full weekend of action with the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and St. Louis's biggest music festival, Confluence. The stars shine on and off the track, and your ticket gets you everything: cars, concerts, camping, food, and fun. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now and save big at www.raceway.com. Tickets for the 2026 Season of Speed at Worldwide Technology Raceway are on sale now. The Bomarito Automotive Group 500, June 6th and 7th. The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and Confluence Music Festival, September 11th through 13th. And the NHRA Napa Auto Parts Midwest Nationals, October 2nd through 4th. Save big by going to WWTRaceway.com.
We're back. Going Green next time by right at the 400-mile mark. We are on the Rick Mears part of the race, where closers be closing. The guy made 4 wins of it here at Indianapolis, doing the exact same thing, and we are right in that same situation right now. Brandon Trost, who's dominated a lot of this day, is your leader. Tyler Fode, looking to clinch the points championship, is second. Chad Frankenfeld, looking for win number 2 in this race, is third. Hunter Smith, looking for win number 2 in this race, is fourth. Alexis Newsom, who started on the front row and is our lead rookie at the moment, I believe. She is fifth. Matty Wags is sixth. Daniel Falkingham is seventh, and he needs to stay there or improve in order to go to the points battle for one more race at Gateway. Seb Alexander is eighth. R.C. Anderson, looking for his second win in this race, is ninth. And A.J. Hobson, who finished on the podium the last time we were here, he's now stuck up in the 10th. We are green flag as the snake begins down the front stretch. Let's take it away for hopefully a green flag finish. Lewis.
What a restart of the Chad Frankenfeld, but they have a Matthew Weeks in between, and he need to pull it away. Look at that cyber. God, I waited for the touch on the Matthew Weeks, side by side, Tyler Fode and Brandon Trost. It could be takes the lead. It's gonna be amazing for the championship for him, and Danny Falkingham in 6th now so far.
Oh, Trost holds it down low.
Oh.
Gets the position back. Remember, Fode, if he finishes second, Daniel Falkingham needs to finish 7th or better. Falkingham runs in 6th. And they have a bit of a cushion. Top 6 right now. Seb Alexander starting to lag behind the top 6.
The clean air and the old tires is make problem for Tyler Fode, but I think they don't want to give up for sure. He want keep going to take the lead and win the race.
They're essentially on the same level tires right now.
Coming out.
Here comes Fode to the outside in the one. On the south end of the racetrack, he sends it on the high side. Does he clear him in the short chute? He does. Tyler Fode to the point. If he wins the race, Daniel Falkingham needs to finish 3rd or higher. Falkingham runs in 5th. Can you imagine finishing your Indy 500 with the top 5, thinking that's good, and losing the championship with a top 5 finish?
Oh, Trost, almost go to the wall. No, it's going to be really amazing forever if you win the championship and win the Indy 500.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be forever.
And that doesn't happen in real IndyCar racing. They tried to make it happen in real IndyCar racing when they wanted the Indy Racing League make their last race of the season here at Indianapolis, and it just didn't work out that way because, well, companies don't really want to run the May-to-May sponsor budget. They run fiscal budgets. And that didn't really, they tried it for 1 year and it just didn't work out. So that was a bad experiment. But it'll be great if someone could clinch the champ. Well, I guess the way that Alex Palou is having his current season, if he keeps winning if he wins again at Indianapolis, you might as well just give him the damn cup at Indianapolis. I don't know if anyone's going to beat him. Talk about getting 4 in a row. Tyler Fode, your leader now as he starts to pull away. the tire situation between the leaders, there's only 1 lap difference between the two. Fode and Trost, 23 and 22 laps. Frankenfeld at 24. Daniel Foggingham now up to 4th. He has 20 laps. He has the youngest tires in the top 5. And Alexis Newsom at 24. But I'm willing to bet everyone still needs to stop again. There's not enough caution to happen here. Everyone's going to need to stop again. So you might as well push.
Yeah, that's happened on the fixed series. You have only 1 stop, and I assume in this, let's say, 7 guys, including Seb Alexander, sorry, they need to stop around in maybe 10 more laps, or maybe 15 more laps to have a steam to 25 to go, and finish the race like this. And oh man, that yellow flag, these 2 yellow flags we have at the 50 and the 44 to go, was pretty excited for the show actually.
And remember, anything past the DeGroot points. The DeGroot point is 30 laps to the end. Anything at 30 laps to the end, I named it after Nick DeGroot because I always saw him stop. With always 30 laps to go, he was always stopping, whether it's a 100-lap race or a 200-lap race. Lap 70, lap 170, you could set your watch to it. Nick DeGroot, noted motorsports journalist, unfortunately did not qualify for this race. He wrecked, unfortunately, in the last row shootout. He would always stop with 30 to go. At lap 170, you are good to go for sure to the end with virtually no saving. The more that you get into that last 30-lap window before you make your final stop, the more comfortable you're going to be, but the longer you have to run into that stint getting closer to the end of the race. And as you get closer to the end of the race, the least likely are you wanting to stop. You're giving up track position and you're running out of time to get that back. If that makes any sense. Jesper Dahlgren all over the backside of Hunter Smith. Going to the inside in turns 3 and 4. He has cleared himself, not quite. Hunter Smith's going to set it on the outside. They're going to go wheel to wheel on the north end of the racetrack. Still wheel to wheel in turn 4. Hunter Smith on the outside, the defending champion. Jesper Dahlgren gives him the old, I guess, Swedish clear. Slides up in front of him, but here comes Hunter. I want that back, but he can't quite get the run on the bottom, and here comes R.C. Anderson. Back up front, Tyler Fode, Brandon Trost. Fode up 4 spots from where he started. Trost started on the pole. Frankenfeld up 8, Falkingham up 10. Your other big gainers in the top 10, Anderson up 12, Anna Klimek up 13. Anderson and Hunter Smith, that's a battle between teammates. And Hunter Smith, I'm willing to bet, kind of conceded the position there. But Hunter also has slightly older tires than everyone else. He's at 29, so it's possible. Do you see anybody right at the 170 mark, you think, come to pit road and just get it over with and then try to get some clean racetrack? What would you do?
You know what? My strategy is go to when I have a 25 to go.
So lap 175.
25, yeah, I think that could be the best one because the tires. And that's what I think you have to do it. But you know what? Some people, they like it just empty the tank and just come to the pit and good to go to the end. Don't worry about it. I have to, I don't know, save fuel or whatever. So, but my strategy is just coming to the pit with 175, what you said. Or no more than 180. That's it. That's the margin. 75, 180. That's it. I cannot more than that. If you go more than that, you're going to lose time. And you need the time to reheat the tires and then make the attack.
And I bet you we see some purple laps in that last 25.
Sure.
Now, you just saw the weather conditions, and they're okay. 115 on the track temp. There you are again. But fresh tires, light tanks, some Red Bull laps incoming on make these final stops. So we suspect anyone, at least we're ballparking. We're going to forecast in about 5 laps, final stops for the sprint to the end. As we watch Jesper Dahlgren now reel in someone. We see someone coming to pit road. Chad Frankenfeld, he is going to blink first. This is final stop for the winner back in 2024B.
You have a big chance, Chad, to be honest. Now it's the top 3. We're talking about him, about in St. Petersburg, the top 5 he had that day, and then in ball again. He always said, always close, always be close, and now it's very close, at least to have a good finish in this season in top 3.
So now, who we see next time coming down pit road? Anybody, any takers? Yes, Jesper Dahlgren. Also coming is Matty Wags. Not a bad move for both of those drivers. In fact, they could be working together, and this could be coordinated stop. Maybe they could work together coming off pit road. Anna Klimek now running down Hunter Smith. I would imagine Hunter probably needs to come to pit road sooner rather than later now. He's just, I think those tires are spent on his car, and everyone else around him has much fresher tires. Hunter Smith 33 laps into this stint, Anna Klimek 21. In fact, it's going to be a much longer stop for Smith on everything. Here he comes to pit road right now. Trost on pit road. Final stop for our pole sitter and former winner. Not Brandon Trost, he's our pole sitter. Former winner, Hunter Smith. Tyler Fode extending his lead now, but he still needs to stop. Falkingham now, his chief points rival, has worked his way up to second. Clindy, unfortunately, because of the incident, is now down a lap. Unless he just came to pit road. No, he's 7 laps in.
Pit road, actually.
Okay, yeah. He actually came to pit road earlier than everyone else. Tyler Fode on pit road. For our leader, points leader on the racetrack. Can he clinch the championship? This is a money stop. This is a championship stop right here for our points leader. He slides in, up on the jacks. Whatever fuel he needs to get to the end, that's what E stands for. It doesn't mean empty. It means enough. 4 sets of Firestone Firehawks down and away. Tyler Fode, 8.7 in the box. Final stop done. Is this going to be his Indy 500?
Crossing the turn 1, going to 2. It's going to be close, eh?
And there, right in front of him, there is Tyler Fode. He's trying to get a run on him. Fode's still coming up to speed. Not at 100% full chat going into 3. He's going to be there. He's going to have a full run on him. 25 to go, just when you said. Yeah, we know what we're talking about sometimes.
Thanks, not. Mostly not.
Sam Alexander, final stop. Alexis Newsom, final stop. Anna Klimek now out there picking up the lead. Ricky Paz from the last row is in second position. Brian Blauman is in third. Andy Kirkenbauer from the next to last row. He got promoted to row 10 because of he moved up 1 spot. Look at all the rubber bits on his car. Almost looks like a black car coming down at you instead of a gray car. But when Richie Hearn had to withdraw, he got promoted 1 more spot. Here comes Indy. And yes, his name is Indy, like Indianapolis, Indy. Like Indiana Jones's nickname. Well, Indiana Jones was named after the dog. I don't think Indy was named after the dog.
No, Indy was Junior. They call it Junior, but Indy, no, they don't call it Indy.
Yeah, Indiana Jones was named after the dog. You know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was Henry Jones Jr.
Oh.
Because Dr. Jones, Sr., Sean Connery, that was Henry Jones Sr. Anyways,
I like that movie.
There's your
movie, I like it.
Your Indiana in Indianapolis tie-in right there. Anna Klimek from New Zealand, looking to match what countryman Scott Dixon has done. Get a win here at the Brickyard, but a lot of bad luck is bestowed Scott Dixon with all the good luck he's had. He hasn't had Andretti level bad luck, but he's had some bad luck. Remember, he was leading comfortably and was probably going to win the Indy 500 a couple of years ago and came to pit road and sped and gave the race away on his final stop. And that's something you don't see the Iceman ever do.
Side by side with 40.
There's that side-by-side battle, Trost and Foti. How much does Foti want it? Because right now, if he finishes here, if he finishes in second or third, he clinches the championship.
Man, you know what? We're talking about this. People don't fight it for the champion. They just only show up in this race.
Hunter Smith has DC'd. Hunter Smith is back.
This makes me so nervous.
We're just like biting our fingernails right here. Oh, he clears himself, just slides across the nose, and Foti goes back to the lead.
And Trost is nothing to lose. He just is a win or just it was a good race. But Tyler Foti is like a win or flashback about last season. Even the other season, he finished on second and close to the championship.
Now remember, he wasn't allowed to race in one race because of a penalty that he picked up in another series.
Oh, yeah, in the Cup Series.
In the Cup Series. And he could not fulfill the final race. He was suspended and lost the championship that way. As Trost goes to the inside, into one. Oh, so tight, running out of room. Look at him counter steer. Brian Blauman, there's that purple lap I was talking about, 2:23.4. Ricky Paz coming off of pit road. He worked his way up in the top 5 for the last row in a pretty impressive race as he gets behind Blauman and just set the purple lap. Mason Mitchum is your leader right now. Remember, Mason came from deep in the field. He got promoted. Actually, I think Indy is still from the last row. I think Mitchum was the one that got promoted to row 10. Remember, he came from the last stop to win at Kansas in Velocity Online Racing. So he knows what.
Oh my God! Ooh.
Oh, we'll go back to this battle. Whoa, slide!
Oh, he's closing. The way he closing the door on 40 is so much dangerous, man.
Elbows out. We have someone that's Indy only.
Oh my God!
As well as someone that's involved in the championship, and right behind him, Falkingham and Frankenfelder side by side. And Falkingham wants to see contact between those two in front of him.
Oh, no. Oh, it's loose 40 in the middle of the corner. My God.
And right now, Falkingham, he will take the championship battle. If Foti wins, Daniel needs to finish third or better. Right now, he's fourth. And if Foti finishes second and Daniel Falkingham fourth, the championship battle goes to Gateway for one more race, with Foti extending his points lead just a little bit. Falkingham, we ride with him. He just keeps his car straight, not scrubbing off any speed on the straightaway as he gets closer to this battle. Mason Mitchum is still out there. We expect Mason to come to pit road anytime. He's waiting for a late caution, and it's just not going to come. Ryan Schold coming to pit road for his final stop. Well, maybe it will. We'll see if Mason Mitchum, if the gamble can pay off. Back to where we think the battle for the win is going to take place. It is Foti, Trost, Falkingham, Frankenfeld. A lot of F's back here. A lot of F's, but a lot of people giving an F, because right now we are really invested in this. and Jesper Dahlgren in 6th, and he's actually going to start sneaking into the picture here very shortly, especially if they start battling, because Jesper Dahlgren has reached Chad Frankenfield.
It is crazy how in the first 2 or 3 stint or 4 on the first to third stint on the race, Daniel Foggenheim was in 15, 10, 15, 20 something, and then it started to because the yellow flag now is in the top 3. We waited for Mason Mitchell to come into the pit soon. He cannot finish it like that for sure. So it is crazy how they changed all of these racing in just 2 yellows, and now we have battle. And man, Daniel and Trost never racing each other. It's gonna be really interesting. You know why? Because if Daniel close to Trost, could be Tyler Ford escape by himself for maybe a second and a half.
And it's how much aggression does Falkingham want to exert when he gets to Trost, because Trost is a very, what I call an analog driver. Either he's on or he's off. There's no gradual into aggression for Trost. He is on it all the time. Falkingham, a little bit more measured. But how much more does he want to measure as Trost goes high in the 1 and 2? He misses his mark, and that allows Falkingham to get a bit of a run, and he will be there on the corner and the exit of 2.
Oh, that's the one Tyler 41. It's going to be close. You know what? The distance, remember me? About the Ericsson and Palou. It's very close, but it's long at the same time because the air, the dirty air, everything. So I think need to Tyler 40 keep going fastest lap, maybe it's fastest lap, to keep the gap in between each other and just wait for the issue or the mistakes. It's getting close. Fucking bad. Sorry, it is close, and that's good for Tyler 40.
Here comes Falkingham. He is there. We ride with him now, over his shoulder, over his head, on the roll bar. You see Daniel Falkingham, 220 miles per hour, well exceeded 220. Oh, he's out to the wall, and he does hit the wall, but how much did it hurt him?
I think why too close? You have to.
Oh, big run! Big run. He goes to the inside of Trost to the wall! And Falkingham is on by. Trost wants that one back.
The way he did the dive bomb is scary for sure. Everyone could be make it scary about the way Daniel Falkingham did. That's why Brandon Trost lose the control and lose the concentration, because that almost dive bomb. Now he's going for Tyler 40, but Tyler 40 have a 1.2 at least. One way is make close, the other way is fast. So he can make it close, but he need to make the pass, and that's the other side.
Tyler Fody has won here before in 2020 in the Grand National Series, and in 2020 as well in the Cup Series. And he won recently here in 2025 in the 2003 Cup Series that Elite Racing League has. So he has 3 wins here in stock cars. But Daniel Falkingham has wins in everything here at Indianapolis, including Tuesday's Freedom 100 that Lewis called. And we're coming to 10 to go, and I got a very interesting stat for you, because you always hear Paul Page say this, that often in IndyCar racing at the Indy 500, the leader at 10 to go doesn't win. 4 times since 2018, the leader at 10 to go has won the race. Pagano in 2019, Sato in 2020, Ericsson in 2022, actually 5 times, Newgarden in 2024, and Palou in 2025. But in 2023, Award led at 10 laps, Newgarden won. 2021, Rosenquist led at 10 laps, Castro Neves won. In 2018, Oreo Serbia led with 10 laps to go, and Power won that one. Go back a little bit further. Remember Joseph Newgarden leading with 10 to go in 2016? Who won that race? Alexander Rossi.
Or the last lap when the Lionheart. I'm gonna say Lionheart because I don't remember now the name. Won the race.
Well, that was 2019. Yeah, that was 2019. Bertrand Baguette actually was leading with 10 to go in that particular race, and Dan Weldon won that. But he wasn't even leading the race on the white flag. But also you could say that again for Sam Hornish in 2006. God, hard to believe that was 20 years ago. I remember that race. That was such a hot day. Tyler Fode leads by 1.3 seconds with 8 laps to go. It is 2 qualifying runs, 20 miles to determine the winner here of the 2026, the A portion schedule, the 16th running of the Elite Racing League's Lucas Oil School of Racing, Indianapolis 500. Oh, but 8 laps to go. Come into 7, and Tyler just wants these laps to click off as fast as possible.
I think the way he's doing is doing a pretty good job. He was 1.3 laps ago. Now it's 1.3. 1.4 it was in one moment. So the battle is between these two guys because Brandon Trost, with the damage on the car, he have a 2 points, one behind. So
Trost has fallen back to the third now, and he's in the grasps of Frankenfeld, looking for another podium finish in this race. Coming to 6 to go this time.
My peak gonna lead in the race for 6 to go.
And my championship pick. So we're both doing good.
Oh, yeah, I said Stanley, but after the races and Indy Lights with Danny Fockingham, I said Danny Fockingham could be. Why not?
Ricky Paz gets by Hunter Smith. So our defending champion from a season ago is now outside the top 10, but it's been a glorious effort for the P1 entry. But it doesn't look like that the second win is coming for him today. Tyler Fode coming to 5 to go.
This is I can tell you, this 5 to go, it could be 100 to go for Tyler Fode in his mind.
I can't tell you, as someone that's been in 5 to go in these cars before, not just here, but when you're this close to your leg, your foot, your right foot becomes so incredibly heavy. You're pushing on your accelerator for everything it's worth, and it's not going any further. And all the while, you're just telling yourself, hit my marks. I don't want my computer to do no Windows updates. I don't want VR to go out. I don't want the cat to jump on my lap. I don't want anything I don't want the power to go out. This is now not a time that I drop a ping. 4 to go, 10 miles, a qualification run.
If you told me the feeling when you win a race or you're gonna close to win the race is cold. You feel cold. You're nervous. You're start to feel. You start to breathe in different. You feel something in your chest. It's gonna be something important. You feel it is. It's a feel something. It is close but far at the same time. And I tell you, it is the feeling is when it's something important. Like when I won in the Lionheart in Auto Club, the last race of the series, and also when I won in Charlotte, it's the same feeling and the same feeling. And when you cross the line, it's like you can breathe, you can relax, and that's I think I feel it for Tyler Fode because it's getting close, and there's close to close. It could be a disaster, but just for now, it's keeping going, keeping concentration and that. And for sure, it's going to be the win soon. But we have 2 to go. I said soon because who knows what's going to happen at the last lap.
And right now, if next flag ends the race, other than the white flag, next flag wins the race. If it's a caution, we're in that window now that we're not going to do a restart. No green-white checkers here in IndyCar racing. Thank God. Tyler Fode, if he wins this race today, not only will it be his first Indianapolis 500-mile race win, it will be his first 500-mile race win. It will also be his 7th career win. That will tie him with Josh Chen, Robert Maleczka, and Chad Frankenfeld for 5th all-time. And it will get him one step closer to his first championship here in the series. He right now, unless something happens to Falkingham is going to finish second. If Daniel wins, the rules say if Fodi wins, white flag out. If Fodi wins, Daniel needs to finish third or better to survive. So we will see. Down the backstretch for the final time. Tyler Fodi doing a little bit of a weave, but he is clear by 1.3 seconds. Last time through the north end of the racetrack, through the short chute, down to turn 4, down to the white line, and all that stands between him and victory lane is a yard of bricks and the checkered flag. Tyler Fodi wins at Indianapolis, and wins not only the race here, but gets closer to winning the War of the Championship. Tyler Fodi wins at Indianapolis and gets one step closer to winning that long sought-after IndyCar championship.
This is very unpredictable. That's what we're talking about. It's hard to predict what is going to happen in Indianapolis because when we go to the race course, when we go into, for example, Texas or Michigan, or when we go to Chicagoland, it's easy to predict. It's easy to say, he's going to win. This is have the chance. Tyler Fodi or Ethan Stanley or whatever, or even Clendy. But Indianapolis is a mix of the stuff. In some point, we see Brandon Trost winning the race. One mistake cost the race. Tyler Fodi make the race and driving side by side hard with Brandon Trost, and that he did a good job, man, and he won the race, and he is the 16th winner on the Indy 500.
He is the 13th different winner, I believe, of this race. Just check my notes again.
That's including the 250.
Yeah, he is 13th winners of this 13th different winner of this race.
Yes.
Third win this season. Here are your final standings. Tyler Fodi, your winner today. Biggest win of his I'm going to ask him if this is the biggest win of his iRacing career. Let's see what he says. I'm going to say it is probably the biggest win of his iRacing career. He might have some other accolades here in Elite that he says is better, but we'll challenge him. Daniel Falkingham, I believe, will extend the points race to Gateway and Worldwide Technology Raceway next week for one more week, I believe. So the battle continues. The war's not over. But the battle here at Indianapolis is done. Brendan Trost starts up front, stays up front all day, comes home third. Chad Frankenfeld comes home fourth. Anna Klimek, I believe, is going to be our rookie of the year for the, Daniel Falkingham actually is a rookie. I don't know. I think Anna Klimek deserves a good shout-out here. I think Daniel Falkingham probably will win the Rookie of the Year. He is a rookie by definition in the series, but this is Anna's very first Elite race. So I don't know how they want to award this, but I'll let you make a decision on your driver of the race. Jesper Dahlgren comes home 6th. R.C. Anderson 7th. Alexis Newsom 8th. Brian Blauman 9th. And Ricky Paz. Wow. This guy, I told you he was fast. You picked him. He was one of your picks. He came home 10th. Good job, buddy. Hunter Smith, 11th. Matty Wags in 12th. Seb Alexander, 13th. Indy Kirkenbauer, 14th. Mason Mitchum, 15th. A.J. Hobson in 16th. Cale Pocock, 17th. Victor Aldrich, 18th. Ethan Stanley just never was able to recover from that speeding penalty. That might have cost him taking this championship to the next round. We'll see. 19th. Clindy in 20th. Matthew Weeks, not too bad for getting called in off the bench for pinch hitting duties at the last moment. Starts 33rd, comes home 21st. Not too bad, really. Ryan Schultz, 22nd. Justin Vandermarl, 23rd. Chris Albrecht, 24th. Colin Heil, 25th. Jordan Decker, 26th. Harrison Talon, 27th. Craig Forsyth, 28th with some flight time. You might as well just join the flight, the B-2 bomber next time it does a flyover. That's how high he was. Justin Fort's at 29th. Naiji Camargo, 30th. Hunter Ingrave and Logan Spath. I didn't see what happened to Logan, but he did retire. Hunter Ingrave had a DC. Trey Holmes at 33rd. And that is your finishing order. All right, so we're going to get some replays queued up, and then we're going to get into the interview room and talk to some probably pretty tired people. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, so we did get out before 11.
That's good. I am guessing, because it's not the standing result yet show up. It could be different between Tyler 40 and Buckingham 33 points. But
If it's 33, then the championship is over.
33, no, because the winner gained 50 points. The winner. So it's 50 points remain for the next round. Another point today. But yeah, I think it's still. But you have to wait for that, because they need to put also the qualifying points. But I assume it, because Tyler 40 gains 8 points, plus 52, 51 for leading one lap. It's around 32, 33 points different each other.
We'll see. We can, unofficially, I mean, you know how we always save everything for the last race. So unofficially, he might be the champion. We'll see, though. We will see when the points get updated.
Oh, by the way, the driver of the day, I gonna set, So Anna Klemek is 17. I'm gonna mention RNC Anderson is started for 20, 13th spot, but Ricky Bass is started in the last row.
He was one of your picks.
Spot.
He was one of your picks on the, if you remember, right here. We got our Indy 500 stories. There you go, right there in the last row. I'll circle it there. You picked Ricky Paz right there, and Tyler Fody. So you did a lot better job than I did. My guys all struggled. I gave them the bad kiss. You gave them the good kiss.
Yeah, I guess the pick is look like no, but it's not the pick because I picked. It's because I picked him as for the struggle he had. To be honest, he started on the back. He tried to go on the front. He didn't make a good job to be on the front and jumping on the front, and now he's finished on top 10. It's hard, man, really hard. So I'm gonna give it to Ricky Paz, the driver of the day today, the Indy 500 driver of the day.
All right, let's bring in Brandon Trost. He joins us here in the booth. Brandon started up front. You're in the booth, man, so don't say anything you don't want to regret now. Well, it's never stopped you before, Brandon. Hey, but good to have you here. I know you wanted the win, buddy. I know you really want this checkbox. It just hasn't happened for you. You've come close before, and you came a little bit closer today. Finished third, not in the cards, but talk about it. You were up front all day today. In fact, at one point in that first stint, you broke the draft envelope, and we do not see that very often here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the whole entire race up till the second to last caution, I was in control on my strategy at least and felt great about it. And then, you get a restart and you aren't in control as much anymore.
Well, talk about those restarts. Was it just so used to running up front in the clean air that getting back with a little bit of traffic made things just different? We saw it was very hard for everybody to pass today with this new tire model, and I'm just guessing maybe just not as much clean racetrack. The car just wasn't as behaving as it was when you were pulling away from Alexa's there early.
I could tell you if I could have restarted second on the last restart, I would have elected to. I would have gave up the spot because I knew that second definitely has a really nice run those first couple laps. Mm-hmm. And if they can get you and clear you, get you dirty air one corner, it's hard to get back to them. And that happened. And then, we got the pit stop. I got back to them, but I was burning my stuff up so hard. I slapped the wall at the end of the race. I was doing everything I could to just get to them.
Well, I mean, we didn't have we had kind of those back-to-back cautions, but really we didn't have a lot of cautions in this race. How you feeling after this 500 miles? Are you ready to call it quits or ready to go again?
I'd do another one right now if I could win the next one. If you can guarantee me a win, I'm signing up. I need to get one of these. And, third again. I've done third before and stuff, so guess we'll just keep trying so we get to second or first.
Well, with 1,300 iRacing wins, I'm guessing math is going to say at some point it's going to happen. But best of luck to you. Hopefully we see you more races in the future, certainly in another Indy 500. We know we will see you on Tuesday nights. But we got some fixed and open Indy 500s coming up on the schedule here soon. So best of luck to you preparing for that. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before you let you go for finishing third tonight? I know you're not happy about it. I know it. I feel it. But I know there's some people up there that would definitely trade positions with you. So you should at least shout some folks out.
I mean, I'll shout out the entire league. It was a great race. Very few cautions, not a lot of messes. Really good job by everyone. And yeah, if I'd started 14th like Daniel and got third, I would have been ecstatic because I don't know how he did that. But when you start first, you want to finish first.
Right. Right. Yeah, you got the best overall starting position. Well, Brendan, good to have you here. Thanks for staying up with us late and being a part of this big event. We hope to see you again. Congratulations, third place here tonight.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
That is Brandon Trost, and he does sound a little disappointed. Lewis, do you blame him?
Oh, no, for sure. He led a lot of laps. It was just one mistake. Actually, the way Fockingham did the dive, it's not dive bomb, but it's like, hey, I go for everything. He really make a scary moment for him, and he did lose the concentration, and he made the pass. But, hey, third place, it is okay, to be honest.
Let's bring in Daniel Falkingham. He now joins us in the booth. Daniel, no mythical Indy Grand Slam. You got the win at the Brickyard. You got the win on the GP. You got the win at the 100. But the win for the 500 was just 1.2 seconds up the road from you, and you just missed out. But a good race for you. You finished 12 spots better. You picked up some track position on some key stops and some key gambles that seemed to really pay off for you. Talk about your race and talk about making those calls to pick up that valuable track position because it was virtually hard to pass, virtually impossible to pass out there.
Yeah, definitely just me having a terrible qualifying effort last week is pretty much what did us in, and I knew it was going to be a very much of an uphill battle. But we did have a couple cautions that kind of did help us out a little bit because I really was worried that this race was going to have like an all green flag feel to it. And so we actually had a couple of yellows that did bail me out that got me the track position I needed because I was figuring out like the right rear tire would be heating up a lot. Like we would overheat it with just how much faster we're going. And I don't know if it's like with the extra boost or if it's just the extra hybrid weight. But the right rear tire would really heat up a lot. So I feel like tire management really had to come into it, and if you had a tire offset, I think it made a difference, and I think it definitely showed, because once we got up to, it was once we had the caution after the long green flag run, and we were inside, the top 10, we were running 7th, and then we just cut our way through the field after that, I knew I'm not out of this yet, but the big problem was, once we had a bunch of lap cars in between myself and Chad, Chad and myself, and then you had the lap cars, and then Trost and Fody. I knew it was going to be hard to even do anything just because, they had that gap. And, I made a little bit of a difference because I could take less fuel than they did on the final pit stop. But unfortunately, we did close in a little bit, but we were still too far away just because of the big gap we had before the final pit stop. So, but, second sucks. I hate being the first loser. But considering where we started and where we pretty much ran the whole race, we pretty much ran, 13th, I felt like, the whole race. And, yeah, so, to do that with how hard it is to pass typically is here at Indy, I can't be that upset, but, you're one spot from glory. So, it stings, but I gotta be proud of myself for the kind of race we had considering where we started.
A couple more questions here for you, and I'll let you go. At one point, you were kind of struggling in this race. You talked about it. When did were you still feeling out the car, still learning it a little bit? When did you figure it out? About what lap did you think you figured it out and started making progress at that point?
I would say it was probably right around the halfway point, because I right around there, because like the first run, I was cool with just chilling, because I know it's early in the race. But the problem started really at my first pit stop, because I actually had slid through my pit box.
Yep.
And that lost me a heap of time. I don't know if y'all caught that.
Yeah,
but,
we did. Sorry.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we slid through the box and we got stuck, and we ended up behind RC when we were ahead of him, so we lost a lot of time from there. But then we had a caution to bail us out, and then we had some split strategies right there, which I honestly thought about staying out on that first caution, but I was afraid I was probably not going to end up in a good spot if I did that. So I just decided to pit, take the tires, take the fuel, and we'll regroup from there. But we were climbing through the field right around halfway. Like, it took me a little bit, but I think I was starting to figure it out. Like, I could be like more aggressive with my tools, like with the weight jacker, roll bars, and like I said, I'm still not great with that kind of stuff, especially like at a place like Indy. Like, I know I'm not, like, you know the very good guys that run this car a lot, like the pro guys, like you got like the Maleczkas, the Jacob Osters, and those kind of guys, and even the guys in here that are very good, like Trost and Fody as well. So they definitely had an upper hand on me, I feel like, I feel like knowing the car better. But that's what I like to do. I love to learn. I love trying to figure out this car. But I mean, I definitely came to grips with it, with how aggressive I could be with the tools. So yeah, like I said, it wasn't what I wanted, unfortunately. But I think I can take Solstice that we did eventually figure it out, and I felt like I knew what I was doing right when it mattered. Because I don't know if you saw, but we were making our passes on that very last stint of the race.
Oh, yeah.
We started like 7th, and then we got to the top 5, then we got our way up to 2nd. So, like I said, I'm still very stoked of how the race turned out for us. But definitely feel like I still got a little bit more learning, especially in qualifying, if we're going to end up in that spot again, because I just can't afford to start that far back in so much dirty air, and it definitely paid the price for us tonight. It shot at the win.
Well, I mean, the winner of last year's race did start from 14th. So, I mean, it's possible, and you almost did it. And we also had a winner from 28th, at twice 14th a couple of seasons ago as well. So, again, but that was an all-green race. The good news is you survived to see another week. So the championship, it's going to be you and Fody going to the championship for Championship Thursday, next Thursday night, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time is when we go live at Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. But you are now only 24. You lost 2 more points because of really the where you lost the most points this whole weekend was just not qualifying in the top 12.
Yeah.
So you lost 2 more points, but you're still 24 behind going into the final race. You still have a puncher's chance.
It's 32.
Is it 32 now?
It's 32 now.
Oh, did he update it?
He just changed it now.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
so
because they added the qualifying. That's
there
what
it is.
you're talking
That's
about
what I was waiting for. Okay, so now it's 32. You still have a puncher's chance, but it's just a long shot. How do you feel about, again, surviving to see another week of this championship? But then you start, at the end of this race, if the end of this championship you do come up short, you got to think about all those opportunities that kind of let you go. And I think you could probably turn back the page and look at Phoenix a little bit. But you still got a puncher's chance at Gateway. How do you feel about going to Gateway 32 points behind now?
Yeah, it's always funny. Like, literally, the only guy did not need to win this race, of course, was the guy that ended up winning the race. So, but nah, it's just, I mean, we ain't going to go down without a fight. We'll try our best. Just got to go out, win the race, and hope Fody has a Phoenix, like what I have in me at Phoenix. But, I mean, there's so much stuff that's happened to us this season. Like, we lost connection at Auto Club, and then that race went green, so we had a shot to win there, but then the game kicked us out, so I couldn't even do anything there. And then Phoenix, we got wrecked by a lap car. And then St. Pete, where we could have taken advantage of points, we got wrecked. So we had a terrible 3-race stretch that we've lost so many points. We really shouldn't even be in this spot. But I mean, that's the beauty of racing, I guess, sometimes. And but yeah, all we gotta do is just try to overcome it. And I mean, you never know. You never know what can happen. We've seen crazier stuff happen. So
sure have.
We're gonna go down. We're gonna have some fun next week and try to end out the season on a good note. I mean, we got the Rookie of the Year at least. I feel like
that is clinched. Yeah, that is 100% clinched.
All right, so we got that at least. So, but yeah, like I said, we're gonna try. We'll see what happens. But overall, it ain't going to change on how I've been feeling this season, because I've had a really fun season. I've had a fun time over here. But we're gonna see. We'll see what we can do, and if we do it, awesome. And if we don't, then hey, that's wasting some time. But we're gonna see what we can do.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that we talk about how you think that 32 points is a pretty big distance to overcome, but when you think back over the course of now 11 races and qualifying for the Indy 500 here, so basically 12 rounds. In fact, we're going to our 13th round here in a week or so, or points paying weekend or points paying event. You could actually now go back and pick out those individual instances that you go back, and it's just like the entire season of everything that happens in the entire season. You could boil it down to about 3 incidents that are just, they happen all within a blink of an eye, and that's what it boils down to, and that's quite unfortunate. So we wish you, first of all, the best of luck. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations. I believe you're going to get, you're also probably going to get Rookie of the Year of the Indy 500, I'm guessing. But you are certainly the IndyCar Series, the P1 IndyCar Championship Rookie of the Year. So congratulations on that. Congratulations for finishing second. Congratulations for extending the championship to one more round. So we'll get to see a two-man battle at Gateway. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, just thanks to Chad for all he does. I know a lot of work goes into all these series, but I feel like this one has the most work put in to make it the best race possible. So shout out to Chad and all his crew for all they do. You don't know how long I've been working on this today. Yeah, I've a lot of people trying to make the race possible. But yeah, shout out to Chad. Shout out to you guys putting on the broadcast. Hopefully we did some good numbers tonight, because I know this was being heavily promoted. So hopefully we had some good numbers on that. Shout out to everyone who watched tonight. Hopefully we put on a really good show for y'all. Also shout out to everyone who comes on races to make this stuff possible. And shout out to everybody. I'm trying to remember. I haven't forgotten anybody off the top of my head, but
Mom, Dad, significant other. Yeah, there you go.
Friends, family.
Yeah.
And shout out to P1 Broadcasting for sponsoring the overall series too. Oh, and Lucas Oil Racing School for sponsoring the race too.
All right. Well, congratulations. We'll see you in a week when we get the championship Thursday at Gateway.
All right. Thanks, Gary.
And now let's bring up the grand champion of the race, Tyler Fode. He now joins us in the booth. My man, congratulations. Welcome to the Victory Club. Welcome to Victory Lane. Got the big win here and didn't quite clinch the points. Oh, well. But extended your lead a little bit, and going into the final race of the season, not just as the defending Indy 500 champion, but now the points leader in the final race of the season. The only best outcome here would have been winning. That just didn't occur, but everything else happened as almost like you planned it that way. I know I talked to you a lot about it. I don't know if any advice I gave helped, but certainly you finally got the monkey off your back here, and it might have the monkey off your back for this championship.
Oh man, Gary, I don't even know what to say right now. This may be the greatest day of my life.
I like hearing that.
I literally blacked out the last 30 laps. We had a yellow, and the battling with Brandon was some of the most insane racing I've done around this track with this car. I'll have to watch it back. I don't even know how we went side by side for as long as we did. But yeah, just massive respect to him for keeping it clean and making it exciting for you guys. It was terrifying for me. But yeah, wow, I don't even know what to say right now.
Let's talk about the start of the race. The first couple of stints probably weren't your best, but you were just hanging tough there. You kept the car in contention. And then finally, when pit stop started to occur, you got some track position, and then also some of the cautions happened. Picked up some more track position there. I mean, you started up front to begin with. I mean, you started fifth. You gained 4 spots. It didn't like you had to gain a ton of positions to get the win. But you kept it in the neighborhood. You kind of went back a little bit, then you recovered, and then you moved it up forward. And then there at the end, you kind of almost won this thing going away. You were just about 0.3 of a second away from breaking the draft envelope and really kind of pulling away and making this kind of a no contest at the end, really. I mean, what do you specifically remember about that last stint that once you cleared Trost, what got it for you that allowed you to, not allow anyone to get remotely close to you there for the final course of those 20 laps?
Yeah, well, it's coming back to me now, but yeah, the the start of the race, I wasn't even. I literally was just focused on where's Daniel at, pretty much, and I got a spot at the start, and Trost and Alexis just disappeared, which I was fine with, and I ended up kind of cycling to that third or fourth range in our own little group, which was fine. Did all the pit stops. Strategy was working out. I wanted to be top 5 was it. That was the whole thing, and I think someone in the top 5 sped, and there was another thing, and I kind of just worked my way up into that second place when we got a yellow. I think Trost still had it had we not got that yellow, which gave me the restart. And the track had cooled down so much that we could actually kind of race with each other for a few laps. And that second lane was starting to come in a little bit, which just wasn't there at the start. And yeah, that last run, we really I hadn't raced anyone remotely close like that all race, so it was hard to kind of judge in the moment if the bottom or the outside was going to be preferred in that kind of one-on-one duel that we had. And yeah, I went to the outside, stayed in it. We ended up clearing him, I think, at one point, and he ran me back down and got inside, and we ended up staying side by side for I don't know how many laps, but I had the weight jacker all the way up. The right rear, I think, was over 290. It was the hottest I had ever seen it, and I was talking to Brandon too. We were both 4-tire sliding more or less, not wanting to back out, and a couple times in the moment I forgot to recharge through the short chutes, which we had been doing the whole time, and forget what lap it was, but I didn't have any charge, and we were side by side drag racing, and I almost lost it there. But yeah, just a lot was going on. I finally cleared him, and I mean both of our tires were gone, and it was just whoever could clear the guy was going to be set. And yeah, I just got clear and was trying to drive away, and of course I look in my mirror, and Daniel of all people shows up after I literally didn't see him the whole race. But yeah, Daniel, I think if he had got within a second, I think it could have been problems for me, because I had literally no tires. It was cooked. So yeah, just a lot had to go my way. Obviously, big shout out to Brandon again. I feel like this one got away from him, but yeah, mad respect to him for just being, clean and being able to race like that. I'm sure it looked awesome on the broadcast. And yeah, shout out to you guys here too for just putting this on, and I'm sure it's going to be really fun to watch back.
You kind of mentioned it before. It sounded like the monkey's off your back getting the win here. Talk about how does this rank with your other? I mean, you have a lot of accolades here in the Elite Racing League. I talked about your other accolades here at Indianapolis alone. You won here in the Grand National Series. You won here in the Cup Series, but those were 400 milers, and that was done in the stock car. You won here just recently in the 2003 Cup Series. How does this one feel over those, and how does this one feel over all your other accolades that you have here in the Elite Racing League?
Yeah, wow. As far as specifically this track, this is obviously the biggest win I've ever had here. And I mean, in total, there may be some recency bias, but it's definitely up there. This has been something I've been trying to get for a while. I kind of stepped away from the full-time. Well, I did step away from the full-time NASCAR stuff, and just really kind of focused all the efforts on this season. And yeah, I never thought about the Indy 500 being possible. It was just always about just getting the title and the points lead, and this has just been such an awesome bonus to have happen. And yeah, I mean, easily a top 3 moment for sure. Right now, and depending on how next week goes, I don't know where that will rank, but we just gotta look ahead now, because it's not secured yet, but just gotta survive and finish this off.
So you're saying that the strategy I gave you 100% worked, right?
Yeah, it was. Yep. Thanks to you.
Yes. All right, pats on the back from me. No, just kidding. This was definitely all you, man. Way to go! Congratulations. And even better, it kind of sets up next Thursday as Championship Thursday for you. But there's still a little bit of a battle that you need to take on, and that is what's left of the points championship with Daniel. How you feel? I mean, okay, you're going to celebrate, and we're going to let you celebrate. But how's next week feeling for you right now? How you feel like your chances are for next week at Gateway? You've been there before.
Yeah, we've been there before. I honestly don't know. I've kind of did some quick math, and it looks like if he wins, I got to be like 10th at least. But I don't love the fact that I gotta kind of race like that and just kind of be defensive and just hope to finish there. I'd much rather be on the offense. This is obviously a great scenario, but I don't know, if being kind of a little too passive can get you in trouble sometimes. So we got to just go out there like it's any other race and just see what happens. Because I would put money on it right now that Daniel is most likely winning Gateway. So we just got to be, within touching distance of him.
Yeah, just keep him in sight. That's how it works. Well, big win, one that you've been after for a while. You've been here on the podium before. You've come close before. And you finally got it today. Congratulations. Now, first thing before we let you get to the shout-outs, the rule is you don't have to pour it over your head. I don't know why everyone does that, but you have to take a video of yourself drinking milk and put it on the in the IndyCar channel on the Elite Racing League's Discord server. You got to do that. You got to drink the milk for winning. That is for sure. But you don't have to pour it over you. We've seen people like get into the bathtub and pour the milk over. And if you want to do that, go right ahead. That's your milk in your head and your victory. But at least drink the milk. Take part of that tradition. Soak that all in. But after that, then you soak in the rest of this, and now you can kind of sit for the next 6 months before we get to the next race here to be the defending champion. But shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to, take all the time you need. You are the champion, biggest race of the season, biggest win of your career. Go right ahead.
Yeah, wow. Well, first it starts with the team, the Lake Norman guys, Stanley, Brian. We had Kale stopping by tonight, but yeah, just those guys. I've been at this for the last few seasons, and I couldn't ask for any better teammates to bounce ideas off of and race with. So huge shout out to those guys. Also Jonathan Cutlip with JD Designs for painting my Indy cars for the last, couple years now. Big shout out to him for that. There's many other people this whole week leading up to this that have offered me advice and tips about getting around here that I never thought would be given tips to. I can't exactly name drop them because I feel like their teams may be upset about that, but there was a lot of people that I would have never expected were coming out to give me some tips and advice to get around this place, and really appreciate that. And then obviously you guys here for putting on this broadcast. It's easily, these Thursday nights are the best production that I have seen when it comes to graphics, commentary. The whole thing. You guys are awesome. And I cannot wait to watch it back. And then obviously shout out to Chad for putting this on. This is a really cool event. I don't know if any other leagues do it like this with the whole qualifying, and you get the whole experience. So shout out to him and the league. And yeah, hopefully we can put a bow on this thing next week.
We got to get you out for the PRI Hoosier 500 in December. You got to show up for that one. You got to show up for that one. But hey, you know what? This is yours. This is your day. This is your night. This is your race. This is your win. Congratulations. Soak it in. Take every moment of it in. I know there's a lot of other drivers I would love to trade places with you. I think Lewis and I would love to trade places with you. This is a home race for me. I know this is one that got away for Lewis. We're insanely happy for you. Congratulations. We will see you in a week when we get the championship Thursday at Gateway. We can maybe wrap this thing up and get both big championships of the season, one at Indianapolis and the big battle here for the big war, actually, for the championship for the season long. Until then, man, go drink some milk and go take some pictures and videos of it.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
See, that's Tyler Fode. Whoa. Hey, Lewis.
I don't know how long it was the race.
Did it.
Actually.
We did it.
I know. you did it with all the stuff you read it and all the stuff you're thinking about it, and it was really, really long.
I didn't get a chance to use half of what I wanted to use. because you just have it because you might need it, and then you just never kind of get around to it because you're watching. I have I think it worked its way out to be about 12 pages worth of notes and scripts and stuff that I needed to read for commercials and whatnot, and another. It was about double that with just random notes and kind of just scribble that I kind of. So yeah, I'm, and then of course the production, and I'm just happy it's over. I'm just so happy it's over. And on top of that, I mean, not so happy that it's over. I am happy for Tyler Fode. He has been after this thing for a while. He has finished second in the championship for the last 3 seasons. And one thing or another just kind of prevented him from getting, and a lot of that was the Panero factor. But there's no Panero factor this year, and he's been in the neighborhood for a win here at the 500. Just didn't work out his way. But today, at the time where he probably needed it the most, got it done at the best time and got a win here. I think the 2 of the 3 wins that he has this season, the Phoenix win and this one, are probably wins that he needed at the right time, at the right moment, at the right time to help him clinch this championship. And I think today is going to get him well down the road of getting that first championship here. And I believe, and again, I go back and look it up here, I think that will make him a Grand Slam champion here in the Elite Racing League. And I don't think there are any other Grand Slam champions. I think I've definitely seen there's champions that won like their Truck Series, Grand National Series, and Cup Series, but no one that's won all 3 of those and IndyCar. Or I'm not quite sure what they consider the 4th jewel of the Grand Slam. Would it be Truck Series or ARCA? I don't know. Or maybe 2003 Cup. We'll leave that up to Chad to let me know when I ask him. I asked him about that, and he just replied back with yes. So I don't know what he meant. I would imagine IndyCar Cup, Truck Series, and Grand National Series would be, not particularly in that order, would be the Grand Slam here. And to be a Grand Slam champion, I mean, you know how rare that is in wrestling, right? When someone's a Grand Slam champion, it's got to be extraordinarily rare in a multi-series league like this, or a multi-league organization like this, that someone can do that. So that would, I would think, would probably have to be pretty close to a first. But your final thoughts on the night before we get on out of here and give everyone back the rest of their Thursday nights. And hey, man, we could start the weekends. And next time you and I get to do anything is, well, I'm going to be around Sunday afternoon for the Classic IndyCar Series, but I'll see you, I guess, Thursday night over on P1 when Votive goes to proper Phoenix with a lot of these same drivers, including Anna Klimek, who finished 5th, will be in the lineup.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We're gonna see you together on Votive for the Legacy Phoenix at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on this Sunday. For round 7. My final thoughts. I think it was a long race. If you're gonna ask me what's happened in lap 50 and lap 100, to be honest, I don't even remember. But I only remember the last 40 laps, 50 laps with this yellow flag was a really make more. It's not miracle, unfortunately for Brandon Trost, because he have the racing there, but the battle and the I'm gonna say this, the cojones, man, on Tyler 40 to be side by side with Brandon Trost, nothing to lose, and he everything to lose, everything. Tyler 40 make the championship alive, and he won the race. That's what I said on the Fixed Series for Andy Kirkenbauer. If you want to win the championship, you have to be on the front and have this performance that he did last time and the race on. He did on. My God! Actually, I am here in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
When the Indy was, when it was already on the front with Brandon Trost also. So if you want to win the championship, you have to be the best of the best. And on the point at that moment, it was Brandon Trost on the best so far in the race, leading for so many laps. And he, unfortunately for him, was really not nice for on the end. He lead Brandon Trost lead 97 laps. And Tyler 40 only 30. And Daniel only 8 points, only 8 laps. Anyways, Yeah, make the championship alive. 32 points each other. Tyler 40 need to just maybe have a nice race, top 5, top 3. If you want to win, okay, go for it. But must be close on Danny Fockingham. And what if? Man, it's a lot of if. If it's Danny Fockingham have a bad race, or even Tyler 40 have a bad race, it could be Danny Fockingham get the win. So it's a lot of if. So we have to wait for the next week on the last race on the season. Actually, crazy. We started on winter. We want to finish almost in the spring, and pretty good, man. Pretty good. Anyways, good job for 40, my pick. And see you next Thursday night for the last round on the lead on Getwood.
Well, that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here for the 16th running the Lucas Oil School of Racing Indianapolis 500-mile race from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tyler Fody gets the long sought after and worked on. I mean, he has really earned this victory. He gets the win here today by 1.2 seconds over Daniel Falkingham, and Brandon Trost comes home in third by starting from the pole. The points battle going into the next race. In case you're wondering, Tyler Fody leads by 32 points over Daniel Falkingham and 81 points over Ethan Stanley. Ethan Stanley, Brian Blauman, and Hunter Ingrave are all eliminated from championship contention, so it's just going to be Tyler Fody and Daniel Falkingham. It's the 1 and 2 drivers that we'll be paying attention to at Gateway when we get there in a week. Hunter Ingrave is 5th in the points. Chad Frankenfeld is 6th. Ryan Schultz 7th. Alexis Newsom 8th. Seb Alexander 9th. He's now tied with his technical teammate, Kyle Clinworth. And Hunter Smith, once they sort out that battle for 9th, he'll be in contention for 10th. But that is basically your top 10 heading to the final race of the season. Join ERN again next week for Championship Thursday at Worldwide Technology Raceway for the 13th running of the F5 Challenge St. Louis 500. Who will be the champion? Well, tune in to find out. It's only going to be Tyler Fody or Daniel Falkingham. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Remember, everything you can find is right here at YouTube at youtube.com. Just search the keywords Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, that's easy for me to say. As you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not an easy one, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders to miss out on more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including, I didn't run this graphic, and I apologize. There you go. There's everything coming up on the schedule, including the Tanks.GT Truck Series. They run Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Racecraft Grand National Series, they run Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you have an itch for more IndyCar racing action, then check out P1 Broadcasting Open Wheel Road Racing Monday night doubleheader with the official iRacing IndyCar Open Series running at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the official iRacing Indy Next Road Series at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Racing, no matter how you like it, can be found right here either on ERN or over on P1. Today's 16th running of the Elite Racing League's Indy 500 is brought to you by Lucas Oil School of Racing, and I forgot to ask him about his thoughts on going to racing school here soon. He's going to get 2 days. Tyler Fody's going to get 2 days worth $5,000 at the Lucas Oil School of Racing. They train the next generation of open-wheel talent with real Formula cars, expert coaching, and race-proven programs. Precision, consistency, and speed. That is the Lucas way. To learn more, you want to go to lucasraceschool.com. Link is in the description. And congratulations to Tyler Fody for going to class, man. I wish that's one class that I definitely 100% want to go to. The Elite Racing League's IndyCar Championship naming rights are paid for by us at P1 Broadcasting. P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in online sim racing in the iRacing platform. P1 is a proud supporter of the Elite Racing League's IndyCar US 500 next season and the Triple Crown Challenge. To learn more about P1 or to request a quote for your iRacing League, check out our social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and Linktree, and you can find all of our links you need right here in today's description of today's broadcast. So, a special thank you to the Elite Racing League's premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Lucas Oil School of Racing, and Tom Bolin Ford. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg. Fueling small businesses to win big. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a premier motorsports facility located in Madison, Illinois, just minutes of downtown St. Louis and the iconic Gateway Arch. To learn more, to buy tickets to one of their marquee events, especially that IndyCar race coming up, the 10th anniversary, the 10th running of it, go to their website, www.raceway.com, and click and buy a set of tickets, would you? And support the IndyCar guys. They would appreciate it. And, of course, once again, the Lucas Oil School of Racing is dedicated to developing the next generation of open-wheel drivers through professional instruction, real race cars, and on-track experience. And let's not forget about Tom Bolin Ford. They are your trusted Ford dealership who offers an extensive new and pre-owned inventory, as well as lease specials, finance options, and expert auto service. To learn more about these premier partners and sponsors, please check out their links in the description. For business inquiries to learn more about the Elite Racing League and what we do, subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, you can follow us on X and Instagram. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at the Elite Racing Network, the Elite Racing League, P1, and the Lucas Oil School of Racing, I'm Gary Gotzo saying all good night, and thanks for watching. And all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, especially those in the seas and the skies in the Middle East. Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us again next week for Championship Thursday as we crown our 2026 A champion at Worldwide Technology Raceway. For the next race of the Elite Racing League's P1 IndyCar Championship, once again, congratulations to our winner of the 16th running. It is Tyler Fode. We'll see you in a week for Championship Thursday. Good night. We did it.